All right, welcome to Hurlinger Field on a beautiful fall-like feeling night here at Hurlinger Field. We have the 1-1 Bishop Guilfoyle Marauders against your 2-0 Richland Rams. I'm DiMartino, alongside of me, the coach Fred Yanni, and on the field, the Emmy Award-winning PJ McGowan on the sidelines tonight. Freddie, what a beautiful night for football.
Awesome night. We're here for first responder and military night. Going to be celebrating Veterans Day and 9/11 as well. So, it's nice that Richland always has some kind of a theme going on. It's never just the game. There's always the game plus whatever else is going on. So it's going to be a big night here, and we have a nice crowd again. Our fans travel very well. Well, they're not traveling tonight, but they do travel well as well. But they're here tonight in force and pretty much in the same things. It's like going to church. We're up here in the press box, and you look down and you see everybody sitting in the same seats. As I was walking up toward the press box, just noticing everybody where they belong, and we're ready to play some football.
I was just going to say, it's a very superstitious crowd. We talked about this first game. I mean, they've been sitting in the same seats, let's face it, forever. And they don't want to change anything up. We've had a really good run here. I think I saw in the paper 36-4 over the Kellen Stahl years, which is very, very impressive. Looking for another victory tonight against the Bishop Guilfoyle team, which Freddie won the first game against Greater Johnstown, lost last week against Penn Cambria. So I'm sure they're going to come in here with a lot of intensity.
Penn Cambria seems to be for real this year. They have a quarterback who was a freshman last year, and he started all year as a freshman, so he has 1 year under his belt, and they've done very well. The Marauders are District 6, Class 1A. Their head coach is Justin Wheeler. He's a Penn Cambria grad, and he also played at Penn State. He's in his 11th year. His record is pretty impressive as well, and he's 106 wins and 25 losses, 3 state championship titles, and 1 state runner-up. So, he's proven himself to be a capable coach, and he's had some really good athletes up there in Altoona. As you said, they did beat Johnstown last week, and they lost to the school where he teaches, Penn Cambria, last week. So we're looking for a pretty good test tonight, I think, from these Marauders.
I'm going to head down to PJ McGowan real quick, make sure we can get PJ out there. PJ, how is the feeling on the field right now?
It's the weather makes it seem real. It's fall football again. Field. So anyways, the Marauders did win the coin toss. They've elected to defer, so Richland will be getting the ball to start the game.
And I'm sure that's fine with Coach Brandon Bailey.
No, he always go that way.
Yeah, absolutely.
He likes the ball early, and last week we saw Westmont get the ball on the kickoff, the opening kickoff, and we saw them keep the ball for 8.5 minutes, and that's something that Coach Bailey gets very impatient, pacing on the sidelines and trying to get the ball in his hands. He likes to see some action. But you got to give Westmont credit last week. They did a great job until they got down inside the 5, and unfortunately for them, they fumbled the football away. But, Coach Bailey does like the ball. And we can score quickly, and just like last week we saw, 3 plays after the fumble, we were winning 7-0. So that 8.5-minute drive kind of was a little bit of a waste.
Yeah, I think the problem that defenses are going to have with Richland is how well we spread out the football. Let's face it, between the running game, the passing game, so many weapons, so many things to have to concentrate on. You can't concentrate on just one, and that's going to be the test here for Bishop Guilfoyle tonight coming into this football game.
Well, one of their strong points, according to what I read in the Altoona they have put out a nice magazine every year. I don't know if you've ever seen it. It's a high school edition magazine at the Altoona Mirror. One of the comments that Justin Wheeler made was that he's very happy with his experience secondary, and I can say that they will be tested tonight. We have so many receivers, even with Ryan McGowan being out at this point. It's a shame he's out, but we still have 4 or 5 guys that can play and catch the ball and run. So it's going to be a tough. They'll be severely tested tonight in the secondary. Bishop Guilfoyle will be.
Bishop Guilfoyle comes in with quarterback Carson Kieswetter, who we saw quite a bit last year. It was a very good football game up in Bishop Guilfoyle last year. Ended up being our opening game of the year. And if I remember correctly, it was 10-0 at halftime. And Richland able to come back and win that game 19-10. But a very disciplined Bishop Guilfoyle team, which I expect to see the same tonight.
Yeah, we were a little bit concerned last year at the end of the first half. And I understand they had quite a colorful halftime that night, and they came out on fire the second half. And really, there was no doubt about who was the better team last year. I expect a good game tonight, though. I expect Bishop Guilfoyle to give us a test, and it's going to be exciting to see. I'm happy we have a nice crowd, a beautiful night, and we're ready to go here on Veterans Day weekend.
All right, here come the Richland Rams wearing their Salute to Heroes jerseys, which you haven't seen them, and if you're tuning in, they're absolutely beautiful. Gray uniforms, white numbers, some stars and stripes. Fantastic looking uniform, and a great salute tonight to all the heroes, first responders, military. Just a great salute tonight.
As I said, it's always nice and enjoyable to come here because there's more than the game going on at this point. Me.
And here come the Bishop Guilfoyle Marauders. They're wearing the white uniforms, white pants with some purple striping on it. Very clean look, very good look.
They have a good many kids out for a private school. I'm saying there's 40, 45 kids on the sideline. I don't like the way they organize their roster, though, so we're going to maybe have a little bit of difficulty with the roster. It's printed on like 4 or 5 different sheets.
The good news for us is most people listening are going to be Richland Rams
fans. I'm thinking
this is the Richland Football Network, so we're not going to have to worry so much about the Bishop Guilfoyle roster, but
yes.
we'll do our best.
If you played football in the Altoona Valley, where would you go to school?
Where would I go to school? Where do I live?
If you lived in the Altoona
Valley. I don't know. That'd be a tough call. It would depend on a lot of things. I couldn't answer that right now. Maybe I'd go to Hollidaysburg. I don't know.
See that coming. I 3-time state champion, runner-up.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying. That's why success breeds success, and they have been very successful. Were you still playing, PJ, when we played Guilfoyle on Hurlinger Field?
Absolutely. I mean, they were it was like playing a D1 college team.
Yeah, we got pretty well ponded that day. I remember our best running back got hurt on the first play of the game, and it didn't get any better after that. But they were pretty impressive that year, and they've been impressive a lot of years since then as well. Although my alma mater, Homer Center, did beat them one year.
I was just going to ask you if they still had a football team there. That was my next question to PJ. Was Homer Center still playing football? But you just answered that for me.
Yep, they're playing United. They're playing United tonight, but Homer Center did have the honor of playing in the state finals one year. They did upset the Marauders, but it was a big win for small town Homer Center.
Hope you enjoy.
So PJ, it's got to feel great on that field. It's a beautiful, crisp night here. A slight wind. Can you give us the exact wind direction?
Apparently PJ's not hearing us.
PJ, he's usually our meteorologist. Always tells us it's out of the northwest or southwest, at whatever miles an hour it is. But anyway, a little bit of breezy night. It's just a great night for football.
We're trying to work on PJ's mic here, so we'll see how that goes.
Hey, I'm down here.
Okay.
Did you hear? We want to know about the
speed.
We wanted to know about the wind.
It's always windy at Hurlinger Field.
Absolutely.
I'm out here tonight, guys.
Did he get out of range, or is that what happened?
I might have. You guys got me now?
I got you now, PJ. Sound
yeah, it's just down this field, down this angle. Maybe tell them to angle that monitor just a little straight forward if it's tilted at all.
All right, so here come the Richland captains. It is number 11, Brock Batchy. Number 45, Tony DiMartino. Number 59, Eli Fresh. And number 15, Kellen Stahl, out to do the handshakes. Nice write-up in the paper about Kellen Stahl today. About to eclipse Brandon Bailey's, I think, go over the 5,000-yard passing mark.
Right. He's the leading passer in Richland history is Marco Pecora, and he was over 6,000 yards. He did play for 4 years. He started as a freshman and played the whole way through. He had some really good quarterbacks come through this system. I can think of Matt Schaefer and Brian Hauser the last couple of years, Gino Ramirez. We've had a ton of really, really good quarterbacks, and I think that's a credit to Coach Bailey, who was, as we all know, quarterback himself at UConn. Started out of West Virginia, transferred to UConn, and played under Randy Edsel up there in UConn. So the quarterback situation at Richland has been all-star for a number of years.
We have our referees for tonight. Referee Brian Schmidt. The umpire is Al Fatula. Linesman Gary Heinrich. Line judge Larry Hoover. The field judge is Larry Hoover or Jared Hoover, and the side judge is Derek Kraus. So we have our referees for the night, which is fantastic.
We know who to yell at. We're talking about Brandon Stahl throwing for 282 yards last week and 4 touchdowns. He's been known for his passing ability, but I remember back his freshman year when he went on the field in the Wildcat formation as a freshman and took over the ball game against Chestnut Ridge.
Yep.
And won us the Laurel Highlands Conference title, and he did it with his legs, not with his arm. So he's also a very, very capable runner. He has a lot of talent in both areas, so you can't just focus on one thing. You know what I noticed was missing tonight, too, was the old Laurel Highlands handshake. That must be because of the flu situation. I guess we've outlawed the handshake. But it's been a Laurel Highlands tradition. Another tradition I still miss is the motorcycle.
Yeah, I know. Everybody misses the motorcycle. It was one of the best things in the Laurel Highlands. And as you said, it was either you loved it as a Richland Ram fan, you hated it as a visiting opponent coming in here, for sure.
The most loved, the most hated tradition in the Laurel Highlands.
All right, so Richland will receive the football as Bishop Guilfoyle deferred. Back deep for the Rams is going to be number 2, Graydon Lewis, and number 3, Griffin LaRue.
Graydon has been very good on his kickoff returns. He's almost, the last couple games, both times he almost broke it for a touchdown. So we'll see what happens. And we have a lot of speed back there and also a lot of power. And here come the Marauders. And we've got to be alert for anything. I'm sure Coach Hobbs, is traditionally yelling onside kick. Watch the onside, watch the onside. Because you just don't know.
For the Marauders.
All right, on to kick it away for the Marauders is number 9, Devin Wyant. And Green Lewis had one heck of a game last week against the Westmont Hilltoppers on the ground and in the air. So we'll see if he can continue that dominance tonight. And we are underway.
What did I tell you?
Kick, high bounce. Goes to the sideline. Bishop Guilfoyle able to pounce on the football. That is number 1, Anthony Ciafari. So, Coach, good call. As Bishop Guilfoyle for the onside kick worked out perfectly. Ciafari almost just walked into the football. So
I had a feeling. I made the comment, but I wasn't sure. I just had a feeling. Anything you can do to get an edge on Richland to start the game is important. And so now they have the ball, and they'll also have the ball first in the second half. So that was a big, big play, and that's a Brandon Bailey special. Catch everybody off guard. But I had a feeling. I did. I had a feeling.
I would never doubt you, Coach, and it became true. So 39-yard line in Rams territory. First series for the Bishop Guilfoyle Marauders.
Empty backfield.
Carson Keysweater in the gun. Keysweater will keep it himself. Try the left side and be brought down at about the 30-yard line.
We had a very young defensive line, and PJ mentioned last week how they matured during the Westmont game last week. They had some troubles early with the run, but they picked it up, and he feels they grew a lot last week during that Westmont game. And PJ should know he's right down there in the midst of them.
Yeah,
that's exactly right.
So the ball actually started at the 34-yard line. Ball taken to about the 30-yard line. 2nd and 7 upcoming for the Marauders. Just underway here at Hurlinger Field. Off the onside kick. Bishop Guilfoyle with the football. Keysweater back in the gun. He's going to drop back. He's going to throw it quickly out to his right. Good defense there by the Rams as that is number 5, Sam Penna, in coverage.
And Sam Penna on the defense. Brings up 3rd down.
So 3rd down upcoming now for the Marauders. This would be a huge stop for the Rams, although I imagine this is going to be 4-down territory, Coach. They got the ball at the Ram 30-yard line to start the game. 3rd and 7 upcoming.
We have to be careful we don't get the freeze pulled on us right now. Everybody's pretty excited right now. We have to be careful.
All right, back to empty backfield here for the Marauders as Keysweater goes into the gun. And Keysweater going to keep it himself. Trying to look for a little bit of space and brought down there by Brock Batchy, who led the charge. Damon Johnson in along the tackle, and number 55, Caleb Gezzi, also in on the tackle.
Brock Batchy, one of our leading tacklers of the year. He's only a junior, so he'll be back.
Yep, so that's going to bring up 4th and about 5. Ball spotted at the Richland Ram 29-yard line.
Great. I want to go back to that onside kick. That was a really nice kick, too. The kid did a great job. We got the big hop right over top of the front line. It was just a very, very nice job. So this is a big, big play, 4th down. Here we go. Empty backfield again, Ed.
All right, so 4th and 5 upcoming. Guilfoyle going empty backfield. And he will look to pass. Looks out to his right. Quick throw, and it's over the head. Griffin LaRue in coverage. Number 8, Hayden Garner, was the intended receiver. So Richland, after the onside kick, does a great job. 4 downs and out for the Bishop Guilfoyle Marauders, and Richland Rams will take over.
As a coach, you hate to see a nice play like that onside kick, nothing, show nothing for it. I'm sure they were very confident after that kick. There was some pressure put on the quarterback that caused him to throw the ball a little bit high. So it was a good defensive play.
All right, so first series for the Rams, 10-16 remaining in the first quarter. It will be a handoff to Evan McCracken, who will try over right tackle and be brought down for a small gain.
Evan McCracken on the carry.
By just about everybody on the Marauder team.
Looks like a hard-fought yard by Evan McCracken. Actually, they're giving him 2, so 2nd and 8. Ball spotted right around the 32-yard line of Richland. Stahl will go back into the gun. Side card by McCracken to his right. Stahl going to hand off to McCracken again. McCracken goes middle this time. Has some room. He gets over the 50-yard line before he's hit. Good run by Evan McCracken. First down in the Bishop Guilfoyle territory. Ball will be spotted at about the 48-yard line.
Very fast. He's a sophomore. He has a tremendous amount of speed. And once he hits that hole, he's gone. If he gets into the secondary, it's going to be big yardage.
All right, so 1st and 10, Richland. They'll spot it at the 49-yard line of Bishop Guilfoyle. Stahl back to throw. Stahl is going to look for LaRue on the left side. Has good for LaRue. Oh, just over the hands of LaRue. In coverage.
Covered by number 13, Cooper Rother, who's a junior defensive back, 5'9", 145. Pretty good coverage, but the ball was there. It was dropped right over top the defender.
Yeah, I don't think LaRue quite spotted that football. A lot of air thrown under by Stahl. Nice throw. I don't think Griff could quite get acclimated to that football, so it'll fall incomplete. Bring up 2nd down and 10. Evan McCracken will stay in as a running back to Stahl's left. Stahl going to keep it himself. Goes up the middle. Has some room as he gets over the 45-yard line.
Little fake to the fullback. Quarterback keeps the ball. That's a big play for Richland.
So about a 4-yard gain for Stahl. Bring about 3rd and about 6. 8:44 and counting here in the first quarter. Just underway. Richland's first possession of the football game after the onside kick was corralled by Bishop Guilfoyle. 0-0 is your score. Stahl going to hand off to McCracken. Goes off left tackle and goes up the middle for a short gain. That'll bring up about 4th and about 3 or so.
Once again, a big play early in the game. Watch the freeze coming. Watch the freeze.
Yep, quickly to the line go the Rams.
I was expecting the freeze right there. It didn't happen.
Still plenty of time on that play clock, though, to run the freeze play. We'll see what happens here. Stahl checks the sideline again. Big 4th and 3 upcoming. Stahl back to throw. Stahl looking again for LaRue. There's a hold on the play. There it is. So number 13, Cooper Rother, grabbed the shirt of Griffin LaRue, and that will be offensive pass interference.
Yeah, LaRue was beating the defender, so the defender had no choice really. 15 yards or 10 yards is apparently better than a touchdown, that's for sure.
Yeah, that saved a touchdown for sure. It's going to be a 15-yard penalty. Actually, they called it a hold, so it's going to be a 10-yard penalty only.
This is a very good officiating crew we have with us tonight. They're missing their normal normal referee, Rick Martin. He must be at a college game somewhere tonight, but it's very, very knowledgeable, very good crew.
All right, so 1st and 10, Richland. Ball spotted right around the 33-yard line or so. 1st down and 10. Stahl going to pitch it out as Graydon Lewis, who will turn the corner, trying to find the 30-yard line. Breaks it back to the right. He has the 30. He's got the 20. And he will be gone and walk into the end zone. We saw this all last week. Graydon Lewis.
Is that the same play we saw?
To the right, to the left, finds some open space, and into the end zone. It was a Richland Ram touchdown.
You can never, ever cut Lewis out of the game. I mean, it looked like he was stopped for no gain, and all of a sudden he's going the other way. Tremendous speed. He and McCracken, we know both of our backs have tremendous speed, and it's certainly an asset for our offense. What a great run again, though.
It's about a 33-yard touchdown run for Graydon Lewis. Chris Kordick now on to attempt the extra point. It is up, and Chris Kordick is perfect. So Richland goes up 7-0 here at Hurlinger Field with 7:24 remaining here in the first quarter. Coach, we got to thank all the sponsors as usual. We got to thank RMG Sports. We have Dave with us, who is basically our producer, and we have Tim on the camera, so thank them. And we got to thank First Summit Bank, Best Window, Chan Soon Shaw Medical Center, Pachione Financial Group, Advanced Office System, Cardolino Eye Care, FWF Erie Insurance, Pinnacle Chiropractic Spine and Sports, Nico's, Rizzo's, Dean Jordan Tire, Johnstown Construction, Sporting Goods Discounters, Flair of Country, The Fifth Eatery and Ale House, DB Homes, FX Screen Printing, Slovenian Savings and Loan, Laurel Auto Group, Precious Metals and Diamond Company, Beauty Lawn, Dr. Edward L. DiMartino, DMD, Malco's General Contracting, Inc., State Senator Wayne Langerholk, Memorial Chevrolet, RPM Signs, and Advanced Auto Service. So, PJ, got to go down to you. Graydon Lewis, how spectacular is he?
Such a fun guy to watch, huh? Cutting and turning, shaking and baking. One thing you got to give big credit to is the rest of that team for holding those blocks. They could have gave up on that run whenever it was falling apart to the right side, whenever he made it to the left, whenever he made it to his right. They held those blocks and let him make it to that end zone. So it's a big run on his part to shake and bake it, but kudos to that whole team for holding it together.
Absolutely, and Griffin LaRue was leading the block to the right side as Graydon Lewis broke free. So Chris Kordick on now to kick it away after the Richland Ram touchdown.
Coach Ron Hobbs and his special team, they're doing a great job this year. Kordick has done, he's turned into quite a kicker, Ed.
Oh, he's been fantastic. Perfect on his extra points so far. Big leg. All right, so Bishop Guilfoyle will pick it up. That is Carson Kieswetter, I believe, the quarterback on the return, and he'll step out of bounds. Knocked out of bounds by number 18, Jeb Jordan, as he gets over the 30-yard line to about the 32. So 1st and 10, Bishop Guilfoyle. Pretty weird to see the quarterback as one of your returners.
Yeah, you don't like to see that. I mean, they must have well, obviously he's the best guy back there for the job. And, they've got to keep your best guys out there. They're a very inexperienced team this year, so they're relying on a few veterans to hold this together at this point. But overall, they're very inexperienced. They're still learning, but they're a good, formidable football team.
All right, so second possession for Bishop Guilfoyle. They went 4 and out after the onside kick that they got. 7-0 Richland leads. 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line. Kieswetter will throw it quickly out to his left. That is Rother who makes the catch and able to pick up about 7 yards. First completed pass by Kieswetter. So they'll give him 6 yards on the catch. Ball spotted at about the 38-yard line. They'll bring up 2nd down and 4.
Number 8 for the Crushers, Hayden Garner, is their big guy. He's the guy they count on. He does have a slight injury, but he's playing tonight. Obviously, he's out there. But he does have a slight knee injury. So hopefully he'll make it through the game unscathed.
So Kieswetter goes into the gun. 2nd down and 4 upcoming. And he will keep it himself as he tries the middle again. And the Rams are there. Maybe a short gain there by Kieswetter. They're going to mark him for about a yard gain. That'll bring up 3rd down and about 3.
I've been focusing a little bit on our defensive line here. I like to watch other parts of the game. Most of the time we end up watching the ball. But it's interesting sometimes to watch the defensive line, the offensive line, and our defensive line has been pretty much overpowering it so far. Now the game's only started, so Dougie Horn just showed up. Do you believe
What's
that?
up, Doug? How you doing, buddy?
Talk about celebrities. You know, we have them all here tonight.
All right, 3rd and 3. Keysweater will throw out to his left, and there's nobody there. Incomplete pass, and that'll bring up 4th down. Interesting decision for Bishop Guilfoyle here. They're at their own 39-yard line. 4th and 3, down 7-0. I think they're going to keep the offense on the field. I don't blame them, Coach.
Well, you know, the theory is, you know, they're going to Richland's such a high-powered offense that they might score no matter where they get the ball. So you might as well go for it, or they're just going to try to draw us off sides.
And that's what they're trying to do. As Keysweater will look to the sideline. That's exactly what they're going to do, Coach. Is they're going to bring on the punt team now. Sam Penna now will drop back deep for the Rams.
Sam Penna back deep to receive the punt.
And here is the punt. It's a nice one, nice high punt. It'll take the bounce. Penna will pick it up right around the 10-yard line and will not make it to the 15, probably get to about the 13-yard line.
Nice kick, rugby-style kick. He was aiming for the right corner of the end zone. Very nice high coverage. Had a chance to get down there and good tackling. And we're starting deep in our own territory. But once again, sometimes that really doesn't matter.
That was a really nice punt.
Very nice. Rugby-style punter. I guess everybody can see that, though. We're on TV tonight, aren't we?
We are. We are on,
this is not the
RMC
radio.
Sports, which is fantastic, back on YouTube. Hope everybody's enjoying. I know we're enjoying. All right, so 1st and 10 Rams from about their own 13-yard line. We're down to 5:41 remaining in the first quarter. Richland leading 7-0, scored on their only possession of the game. McCracken will stay as the running back to Stahl's right. Stahl will hand off to McCracken. McCracken will pick his way, get over the 15-yard line.
He's tough to bring down as well.
Yeah, brought down at about the 16, so about a 3-yard gain.
You know, you bring down our second possession. We have scored on every possession that we've had. 14, now it's 15 out of 15 when Colin Stahl was the quarterback. We've scored on every single possession that he's been in the game. So that's pretty amazing.
That's very impressive.
No punts. In other words, we haven't punted.
No.
You know, all year.
All right, so now Graydon Lewis will be your running back. We'll have a pistol formation here for the Rams. 2nd and 7. Stahl going to hand off to Lewis. Lewis picks his way over the right side. Lewis has enough for the first down. Graydon Lewis just keeps going. And I think, Coach, you said it before. Not just one guy is going to bring down Graydon Lewis this year. He looks like he's on a mission.
He's a very determined young man. These kids have all worked very hard all summer. And there's nothing going to stop people like Graydon. He's done a job. McCracken has been working hard. Just so hard. They're not only fast, they're powerful.
All right, ball at the Richland 30-yard line, 1st and 10. Stahl back to throw. Stahl quick out to LaRue. And LaRue will be taken out of bounds there by number 13 as Cooper Rother after about a 6-yard gain.
To Griffin LaRue. LaRue, gain of...
Griff's a nice receiver. He's a big boy, isn't he? About 6'3".
He's about 6'3". Yeah, he's got that big body. And Griff, like you said, is a lot faster than what he actually looks.
He's
back
got
to
all
the pistol for the Rams.
He's got all the numbers
He
as
does.
far as playing on the next level. He's big, he's fast, he's smart.
They put the ball at the 37-yard line. 2nd and 3. Stahl going to roll out to his right. Stahl going to throw, and he was looking for LaRue.
Pass is incomplete.
They go incomplete. In coverage was Carson Keysweater.
For the Rams.
So 3rd down and 3 upcoming. I almost thought Stahl was going to keep that himself, tuck it and run.
He's a good runner, there's no question about that.
Give a shout out here to Bob Heffelfinger in Hilton Head, still a faithful listener.
Hey, welcome, Bob. Glad to have you with us. Hope you're enjoying Hilton Head.
How could you not be enjoying Hilton Head?
I know, I would be.
The only place better to be would be here.
Well, he sort of is here, which is great. All right, 3rd and 3, empty backfield for Stahl. Lewis will go in motion to the right. Stahl will keep it himself. He'll have the first down as he plunges to about the 44-yard line, I think, 43-yard line, I think they'll give him.
Kellen Stahl has not rushed as much this year as he did last year.
Which is nice. He doesn't have to.
He doesn't. He's got the two great running backs, and he's only had 22 yards rushing so far this year, but he's capable of breaking one at any moment. Our leading rusher so far has been Graydon Lewis at 138 yards.
Empty backfield once again for the Rams. 1st and 10. Richland leading 7-0 here at Hurlinger Field as Stahl draws back to throw. Big rush comes in. Stahl will tuck it himself, get over the 50-yard line. So Stahl comes close to a first down. Had nobody open on the left side of the field. Goes for about 9 yards.
2nd down and short. It's a perfect place for a bomb right
I was
down
going
the
to say,
field.
that's when you want to take the shot at the end zone. 2nd and 1. Go ahead and take the shot. We're down to 3:27 and counting here in the first quarter.
Couple updates from Ohio. Penn Cambria 6, Bishop Guilfoyle, Penn Cambria 0.
All right, so 6-0 there. Penn Cambria over Bishop McCourt. Graydon Lewis will go in motion now to the right. Stahl back to throw. Stahl getting some pressure. Will keep it himself and just get back to about the line of scrimmage. So that'll bring up 3rd and 1. So pretty good pressure by Bishop Guilfoyle.
Well, I was just going to say they're getting pressure, they're getting penetration, but they're running past. Stahl is stepping up between them, and the rushers are running past the quarterback, which gives him an opportunity to run the football. But there is some penetration there.
All right, 3rd and 1.
Bunch on the left.
Ball at about the 46-yard line of Bishop Guilfoyle. Kellen Stahl keep himself, has the first down, and gets close to the 40-yard line. Now spotted at about the 41. So now we're seeing a lot of Kellen Stahl, just as we were talking about him not running so much. Last couple plays, all Kellen Stahl. Picks up another first down.
Our rushing this year has been pretty well balanced. Lewis has 138 yards, and McCracken has 121. So those two have done the bulk of the work. But Stahl, as we know, certainly has the ability.
All right, so 1st and 10, Richland. Ball at Bishop Guilfoyle territory at the 41-yard line. Stahl going to roll to his right. He's going to look. He throws. Has a man in the middle, and that is Griff LaRue. That's another Richland first down to about the. See what they spot. It's about the 30-yard line.
It's a flag on the play.
And there's a flag on the play. It's going to be a hold on Richland, so this one will come back.
Temporary inconvenience. How's that? Temporary inconvenience.
Absolutely.
I liked the way on the play before that Richland emptied the backfield. They had a single back. They put him in motion, emptied the backfield. Then you had the quarterback draw right up the middle. You have to look for that just about every time the quarterback's in a backfield by himself. Everybody's thinking pass, 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 but a lot of times Brandon will run a quarterback draw.
All right, so 1st and 20 upcoming for the Rams, back to their own 46-yard line. I think that's McCracken in at running back. Stahl is right. And it will be McCracken who will take it. And he will be upended quickly. Just about a 2-yard gain or so.
Short gain, 2nd down.
Once again, always the unexpected in Richland's offense. You're expecting a pass, they run. You're expecting a run, they pass. That's what makes it so much fun to watch these guys play.
All right, so 2nd and 18 upcoming for Richland. Stahl going to fake the handoff, throw it quickly out to his right. That's LaRue. LaRue steps over the 50-yard line, tries to shake and bake, and is brought down. They're going to spot him at about the 48-yard line.
Flag on the play.
We have another flag.
Short gain brings up 3rd down.
Quick highlight from the Lower Highlands. Chestnut Ridge 7, Bedford 0.
Oh, wow. There's so Chestnut Ridge beating Bedford. That's early in that game at 7-0.
Chestnut Ridge, that's a huge, obviously that's a huge rivalry over in Bedford County.
Another holding call on Richland.
That's one way to get stopped. I think we had a little bit of a penalty problem last week as well in the Westmore game.
We were a little undisciplined last week as well. And that's our 2nd holding call in 2 plays.
This one might be.
They may decline it. This is going to be 3rd and long. Ball's at about the 49-yard line.
Good move on coach's part.
It's about a 3rd and 17 upcoming for Richland. We're down to 58 seconds here remaining in the first quarter. Richland leading 7-0. Only the second possession for the Rams so far in the ball game. As LaRue will go in motion to the left. Stahl going to roll out to his left. Stahl looking, throws, has a man, and it's Sam Penna. Sam Penna breaks the tackle as he tries to get to the 30-yard line. Will fall short of the first down. Almost think if he would have kept going, Coach, he may have picked up enough for the first down. Try to cut it back to the right. Will end up being a yard short. So Richland's going to go for this.
That's one of the plays that I talk about every week. We call it a flood pattern, where you have a receiver deep, a receiver in the middle, and a receiver shallow on one side of the field. The quarterback rolls to that side and picks the one. You can't cover all three. It's very, very hard to cover all three. It's been a very successful play.
All right, so the ball all the way down to the Bishop Guilfoyle 32-yard line. 4th and 1 upcoming for Richland. Last couple of short yardage plays, Stahl kept it himself. And here's the freeze play, and Bishop Guilfoyle jumped. So, Coach, here we go.
We knew that was coming. I just didn't want to say it.
Yeah.
I didn't want somebody to hear me say that.
PJ, I'm sure you knew that was coming down there as well.
If you could just see the smile on Coach Bailey's face right now. It's priceless.
I think we all knew it was coming.
All right, so Bishop Guilfoyle will jump. That will give Richland a first down. And that is the end of the first quarter. So Richland leading 7-0, has the ball deep into Bishop Guilfoyle territory. We're going to go ahead and run down our sponsors again because, Coach, like we said, we can't do this without them. We thank them so much for all their support. Looking for my... there it is.
I was going to say, it's got to be here.
But I found it.
It's got to be here.
So we got to thank First Summit Bank, Best Window, Chansoon Shong Medical Center, Ponchione Financial Group, Advanced Office Systems, Cardolino Eye Care, FWF Erie Insurance, Pinto Chiropractic Spine and Sports, Nico's, Rizzo's, Dean Jordan Tire, Johnstown Construction, Sporting Goods Discounters, Flair Country, The Fifth Eatery and Ale House, DB Homes, FX Screen Printing, Slovenian Savings and Loan, Laura Auto Group, Precious Metals and Diamond Company, Beauty Lawn, Dr. Edward L. DiMartino, DMD, Mahalco's General Contracting, Inc., State Senator Wayne Langerhope, Memorial Chevrolet, RPM Signs, and Advanced Auto Service. And I think what they're saying now is the Richland football boosters just gave $1,000 to the Wounded Warrior program. So that's a just unbelievable gift by the Richland football boosters.
We had a veteran present down there. I missed his name. Well, everyone was applauding so loudly you couldn't really hear what was going on. But I'm going to try to find out the gentleman's name. He had been in Afghanistan, and we certainly owe him a debt of our gratitude.
All right, and we have got to go over something else here as well for the veterans that Brandon Bailey sent me. Coach Bailey had sent me earlier and wants to make sure we make a mention of it. So we have to thank you to the following restaurants for providing gift cards for our Heroes raffle. All current and retired veterans, military and first responders, the fire, police, the EMS will receive a free entry to win during tonight's game versus Bishop Guilfoyle. So we thank 814 Lanes, Anthony's, Corner Coffee Shop, Jake's Pub and Grill, Permanis, Rizzo's, The Morning Grind, Tulloon's Living the Dream Bar and Grill, and Sheets. So thank you guys for providing those gift cards.
And we find that Mr. Sean Sequin was the recipient of the award. He accepted the award for the Wounded Warrior Project. So our hats off to the Wounded Warrior Project and also to Sean. And again, you have our deepest gratitude.
All right, so the Rams illegal procedure on first down and put him the 1st and 15. Oh, sorry, 4th and 6. So it was a 4th and 1 upcoming. So 4th and 6 now after the 5-yard penalty. So Graydon Lewis in the backfield to Stahl's left. Stahl going to look to throw. Stahl has a man. That's Griffin LaRue. LaRue over the 20-yard line to about the 18. So first down, Richland.
Our guys have moves. They do get a lot of yardage after the catch as well, and that's so important. We're on. I don't want to jinx this here. We've had all these drives in a row. It's just amazing how we can come in at the clutch situations and pick up big plays.
All right, so big first down for Richland. They are at the Bishop Guilfoyle 18-yard line with 11:27 here remaining in the second quarter. Richland leading 7-0. Again, this is only their second possession of the ball game. And it will be LaRue on the sweep as LaRue will get to the 10-yard line, over the 10-yard line, close to the 5.
LaRue on the end around, brought down around the 5.
Who was that blocking out in front? Could you see?
PJ's down there. So, PJ, who was out leading the block, if you could tell us?
Lewis. Graydon Lewis.
That's what I thought.
Block.
I was going to say it, but I wanted to make sure I got the right person. It was tremendous blocking. You talked about downfield blocking before.
All right, so first and goal from the 5. Empty backfield for Stahl. As Lewis goes in motion to the left. Stahl going to keep it himself, goes up the middle, and Stahl walks into the end zone, untouched. It is a Richland Ram touchdown. Callum Stahl, 5-yard touchdown run.
Once again, the old deception. Put the man in motion, empty the backfield, quarterback sneak. Congratulations, Mr. Stahl. Good job, boys.
So Richland goes up 13-0 pending the extra point, as Chris Kordick will come on now to attempt the extra point. And the kick is up, and the kick is good. So once again, Chris Kordick, perfect on the year. So 2 possessions, Coach, 2 touchdowns, 10:33 remaining before halftime, and Richland leading 14-0.
That's 16 possessions in a row that we have scored. No punting.
And remember, this ball game started on a onside kick by Bishop Guilfoyle, which they got. Richland held them to a 4-and-out as the ball was already into Richland territory. Went down the field, scored, stopped Bishop Guilfoyle again, get the ball, go right down the field and score once again. So, PJ, great start for this Richland Ram team here tonight.
Say that one more time, Ed.
I said just a great start by your Richland Rams here tonight.
No, without a doubt. Listen, I missed the first 3. The second, third, and fourth quarter of the first game, obviously, but we progressively got stronger and more confident throughout West Point game. I truly felt that was a good field game for this line and our skill players. Our skill players are our veterans. This was a young line, and this young line is performing so well on defense and offense. So can't say enough about them, and I think you're going to see more big things every quarter out of them.
Yeah, I would agree, PJ. We've seen them get better and better and better and better. And now we're into game 3 on the season, and you can just see them maturing right before your eyes.
I had a lot more confidence in our line when I walked up here one day and watched them working out in the weight room. And they were pretty good in the weight room, but that doesn't always transfer to the field, but this time it has.
All right, so Rother and Keysweater back deep for Guilfoyle as Chris Kordick will kick it away. It will be Rother who will pick it up as he crosses the 20-yard line. Picks his way over the 30 and will be brought down short of the 35-yard line, excuse me.
Brock Batchy, Graydon Lewis, and Tony DiMartino on the tackle.
There you go. Thank you, PJ.
Tony's actually one of the leading tacklers on the team. I don't know if you knew that or not.
Yeah, I was looking at his stats. He's pretty happy. So he's having a nice year. Had a tough year last year, coming back off the injury after the 3rd game of the season. So
yeah, Ed, I know he was feeling strong because the other night in your driveway he was giving me looks because I parked in his space.
Yeah, he was almost going to kick PJ out. Yeah, PJ parked in my driveway. Tony pulled up right behind him and was giving PJ some dirty looks. And yeah,
tough guy.
All right, it's 1st and 10 upcoming for Guilfoyle. Empty backfield for Keysweater. 1st and 10 from their own 34-yard line. Rother will go in motion, and it'll be Rother On the toss, Rother makes a move. Rother over the 50-yard line, brought down by Kellen Stahl and Declan Piscatella, but into Richland territory to about the 45-yard line.
Pass is complete to Rother, who enters Richland territory.
Yeah, Tony actually has 6 tackles this year.
Yep.
In 2 games, and plus whatever he gets tonight. So
and he's the 3rd leading rusher on the team, which is
there you go.
Pretty cool. All right, so 1st and 10 for Guilfoyle on their biggest play of the night. Keith Sweater again will go empty backfield. 1st and 10. Guilfoyle trailing 14-0 here as Keith Sweater goes back to throw. Gets some pressure. Keith Sweater looks over the middle, has a man. That is number 26 for Bishop Guilfoyle. Brought down there by Kellen Stahl. And that is Drew Abraham on the reception. So Guilfoyle, its best 2 plays of the night.
Well, they're not going to quit. We know that. They're good. They're a well-coached football team. Coach Willard does a great job with these kids, so they're not going to quit.
Ball all the way at the 24-yard line of Richland. 1st and 10 for Guilfoyle. See a bunch formation to the left here. Empty backfield once again. And Keith Sweater going to keep it himself. Has had no luck all night long. And again, we'll find no luck as he will lose a couple of yards. So good defensive stop there by Richland.
They're trying to duplicate what Kellen does so well. Empty the backfield, run the quarterback draw. But they were all blue shirts. I mean, I didn't see a white shirt in sight.
Met by the right side, or the left side of the Richland Ram defense.
So 2-yard loss. Aiden Thomas will get credited with the first contact on Keith Sweater. No surprise there. Aiden Thomas, the anchor of that defensive line. So once again, empty backfield. Keith Sweater.
Linebacker.
Fake the throw, and that is Zach Hancock, who grabbed Keith Sweater immediately, finished off by Evan McCracken. So another loss on the play. So good defense here by the Rams. Pushes the ball all the way back to the 30-yard line.
Number 6, Evan McCracken, was in on a backfield on a blitz. He came from the right side between the end and the tackle. Came through almost unscathed.
So 3rd down and 17 upcoming for Bishop Guilfoyle. We got to assume again, Coach, and this is going to be 4th down territory. So Bishop Guilfoyle looking for some sort of chunk to make it a little more manageable for them. Keith Sweater back to throw. Getting some pressure, a little screenplay over the middle, and Richland will snuff that out as the ball will get about the 25-yard line.
That pass is complete.
So you get another blitz from the inside linebacker that time, putting some pressure on the quarterback.
They'll spot it out to about the 23, it looks like.
They're kicking.
It's going to bring up
they're kicking.
4th down. They're going to go for the field goal. This is a pretty big field goal here.
Trust
Devin
it.
Wyatt.
Watch the fake. Watch the fake.
I don't trust it.
Watch the fake.
And a low snap. Kick is up. It's got the distance, Coach. And that is a good kick. So Devin Wyatt.
I guess
wow.
That was a great.
That was a great kick.
Well, the ball was from the 20, 23, 33, about a 41-yard field.
Yeah. So fantastic kick by Devin Wyatt. Puts their score at 14-3. A little surprising down there, don't you think, PJ?
Yeah, I was a little taken back by that, but teams like that win state championships are well-rounded. Richland has a strong kicking game, so Willard might have just wanted to put them on the board to let them know they were in this game, and they're not out of it yet.
Yeah, it was a definite shot in the arm to their offense. You don't want to go to drive that well and then come up with nothing. So at least if you walk away with something in your pocket, it makes you feel a little bit better than walking away with nothing.
Yeah, it was going to be around a 4th and 10 upcoming, so tried a long. He had plenty of leg on that, too.
Oh, it was outstanding. He could have made another 10 yards.
Yeah,
sure. There could be a time, sometime in the future, where they're going to actually need him to do that. So it's not that you're just practicing it, but now he knows he can do it.
If you guys remember, Bishop Guilfoyle sent their punter to be a VU.
That's right.
A scholarship. So they do have a good special teams program.
They had a good field goal kicker a couple years ago, too. I remember him in pregame kicking 50-yarders. Is that the kid you're talking about, PJ?
No, their punter went to WVU 2 years ago.
Yep.
You know, the colleges are always looking for punters, place kickers. You know what's another good one to get into college? Long snappers.
Well, long snappers, absolutely.
If you're a good long snapper, you know, even in the NFL, if you're a good long snapper, I mean, that's the only thing those guys do is long snap.
Yep.
And they get paid quite well to long snap.
All right, so Devin Wyatt on to kick it away after the 40-yard field goal. Back deep for the Rams are going to be Griffin LaRue and Graydon Lewis. And this is going to be in that little pooch area. Sam Penna will pick it up. He will try to get to the 30-yard line. Just come short to about the 28. We'll see where this spot. 29-yard line.
Penalty.
So flag on the play.
Appears to be unsportsmanlike, possibly on Guilfoyle.
Little frustration setting in, perhaps.
We'll see what the call is from referee Brian Schmidt.
I think it might have been a block in the back.
Yeah, just waiting for the call here. No, it's a personal foul on Cooper Rother. So that'd be a 15-yard penalty for hit out of bounds.
Still first down. Ball is marked at the 44-yard line.
So ball brought all the way to the 44-yard line of Richland, 1st and 10. Bishop Guilfoyle has yet to stop Richland. They lead here 14-3. As Stahl fakes the handoff to McCracken, out to Penna. Penna going to throw the ball. It's intercepted. So a turnover by Richland. Graydon Lewis, and they're going to call a personal foul on Graydon Lewis now for the late hit out of bounds. As that is number 26, Drew Abraham on the interception. So a little trickery by Richland.
Yep, it backfires. Backward pass. The first pass has to be backward so you can throw it again. And probably if Penna would think about it, he might not have thrown it. But you know what that is? That's a young man who's a competitor.
Oh, yeah.
And he wants to make something good happen for the team. So you can never fault him for that. And I'm not sure about this dead ball personal foul. But we'll see how that turns out.
All right, so the 15-yard penalty will move this ball all the way to the Richland 25-yard line after the interception by Bishop Guilfoyle.
Very few turnovers. I don't know how many turnovers we've had this year, Ed. Not very many.
Not very many.
Maybe one. That might be it. I can't recall us fumbling the ball at all.
All right, so 1st and 10. Guilfoyle in business now. Off the turnover. Trailing 14-3, but has the ball at the Richland 25-yard line. 6:51 remaining before halftime. Kieswetter will hand off double reverse. And they're going to try to throw as Richland will snuff this one out. And a big loss on the play all the way back to about the 39-yard line. That is number 23, Jordan Nichols. So a little trickeration after the turnover by Richland. And backfires on Bishop Guilfoyle. Big loss on the play, 14-yard loss on the play.
That's everybody playing their defensive positions. You know, nobody bid on the reverse. Nobody bid on any of it. They all played their positions, played their areas, and it turned out to be a positive on our behalf.
So Jordan Nichols with a great play. 2nd and 24 upcoming now for Bishop Guilfoyle. Kieswetter back to throw. He drops straight back to Mont Johnson, comes free on his screen play. Brock Batchy in pursuit, and will drag down his man right around the 30-yard line, inside the 30.
I'm watching our secondary, and they've done a great job coaching that secondary up. Those kids are right where they're supposed to be. The whole defense, you got to give Tim Ripple, right? He's our defensive coordinator.
Yeah.
I saw Tim and Brandon before the game standing out there on the R, and they were just surveying the field, and I said, you know, this is the brain trust, right? They both laughed, but both have done a great job this year.
All right, ball spotted at the 29-yard line of Richland, 3rd and 14 upcoming for Bishop Guilfoyle. Looks like they have a timeout called.
5:20 to go in the first half.
It'll be timeout Bishop Guilfoyle.
Timeout called by Bishop Guilfoyle.
5:20 to go in the half. The score, Richland 14, Bishop Guilfoyle 3.
All All right, so we're running down our sponsors again. Can't thank them enough. Can't thank enough to our buddies Dave for RMG Sports and Tim running the camera upstairs, so thanks to them. Can't do this without them, and can't do this without our community sponsors. First Summit Bank, Best Window, Chansun Shong Medical Center, Ponchione Financial Group, Advanced Office Systems, Cardellino Eye Care, FWF Erie Insurance, Pinnacle Chiropractic Spine and Sports, Nico's, Rizzo's, Dean Jordan Tire, Johnstown Construction, Sporting Goods Discounters, Flair of Country, The Fifth Eatery and Ale House, DB Homes, FX Screen Printing, Slovenian Savings and Loan, Laura Auto Group, Precious Metals and Diamond Company, Beauty Lawn, Dr. Edward L. DiMartino, DMD, Mahalco's General Contracting, Inc., State Senator Wayne Langerholk, Memorial Chevrolet, RPM Signs, and Advantage Auto Service. Thank you, one and all.
Certainly support our sponsors. A lot of good food, a lot of good stuff on them, on there. Junior high won last night, Ed, football. Pete Westmont.
All right, so third down upcoming for Bishop Guilfoyle from the Richland 29-yard line. Keysweater back to throw. Keysweater gets some pressure. Keysweater going to throw, has a man. I don't think it's going to be enough for a first down as the ball gets to about the just shy of the 20. They'll spot it at the 20. So it's going to bring a fourth down and about 5. Oh, we have a penalty on the play. So it's going to be a holding call, looks like, on Bishop Guilfoyle.
Wow. Nice play like that. That's exactly what they did not need.
So
that was a nice catch.
Yeah,
very nice catch on the sideline.
Third and 14 is going to turn into a third and 24.
Kept his feet in bounds and made a nice snag, and it's all for naught.
A couple updates here. Laurel Highlands, Bedford 7, Chestnut Ridge 7, Cambridge 21, Bishop Accord 0.
All right, thanks, PJ, for those updates.
That's why PJ won the Emmy.
I was going to say that's exactly why.
We really miss you when you're not here, PJ.
I miss not being here, Fred.
Well, PJ was with us last week, and again, for those of you who are listening, we can't thank him enough because we had no idea about anything, where the ball, what was, how much time was on the clock.
I was a seeing eye dog.
Yeah, you're fantastic. All right, so third and 32, they're going to call it. Ball spotted all the way back to the 47-yard line. Keysweater going to keep it himself and brought down there by number 53. No, 23, Jordan Nichols.
Jordan Nichols and Zach Hancock.
And Zach Hancock, number 77.
They're
sending down long, and they'll have to punt.
They're sending everybody on the snap. And the reason we can do that is because our secondary is good enough that we don't have to double cover people. We can go man for man, one-on-one, and just send everyone. And there's no way that they're going to block all of our people. It's not going to happen.
Thing is, Fred, you can't trust this play right here either.
No, I don't. No, that's true.
Yep.
What do you have to lose, really?
All right, so Wyant on to punt it away. Penna back deep for the Rams. A high snap. Wyant gets this punt away. Nice kick once again. And Richland's just going to sort of get away from the football. It'll bound to about the 13-yard line.
No return on the punt. Ball is marked around.
The importance of special teams, they can certainly make a difference in a close ball game. You keep the other team pinned back in their end of the field. They must have a punting coach out there, BG. They always have good kickers.
They're special teams. You're a special teams coach, Fred.
I know, but I wasn't a punting coach. They do a great job of that. They seem to always have a good punter and a good place kicker. We've had some good ones ourselves, but that punt was pretty special, I think.
All right, so first and 10, Richland, 4:21 remaining for halftime. Richland leading 14-3. Big defensive stop there by the Rams. Off the turnover. Stahl. Hands off up the middle. I think that's Graydon Lewis as he goes over the 20 to about the 20-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain on first down. Coach, that's the first time all year that Richland McKellen Stahl has not scored a touchdown.
I didn't want to bring it up, but you're right.
Yep.
That's pretty impressive, 15 out of 16. So we'll see what happens on this drive.
All right, 3rd and 3 upcoming for Richland. Ball at their own 20-yard line. Down to 3:52 and counting before halftime. Stahl checks the sideline. 2 running backs in the backfield with McCracken and Lewis. And it will be a handoff up the middle.
Lewis again, the ball carrier.
Ball just spotted short of the first down marker, about a yard short.
Half yard short of the first down. Third down.
So to bring up 3rd and 1.
So it's 3rd and short. You know, most people would expect a run, but you just don't know. With Brandon Diner, you just don't know because he'll go for it on 4th down.
And right now, the set they're showing is an empty backfield.
Quarterback draw again, perhaps.
And it is empty backfield, 3rd and 1 upcoming for Richland.
They're playing with 3 down linemen, the Crushers, so there's a lot of room to maneuver in there.
Lewis will go in motion. It'll be Stahl who'll keep it himself. Stahl has enough for the first down as it goes over the 30-yard line to about the 31.
Quarterback, how many times have they done that tonight?
Yeah.
Empty the backfield, run the quarterback draw.
So a little fake as they put Lewis in motion, fake the pitch, and Stahl keeps it himself, able to pick up a first down.
The thing that makes it impressive is, you know, the defense has to respect those guys that are wide. They can't say, well, that's just so-and-so, or that's just so-and-so. They have to respect them, so it opens up the middle.
All right, first down, Richland. Stahl going to roll out to his right. Stahl throws, has a man, that's Penna. And Penna will be taken out of bounds shy of the 40-yard line.
Pass is complete to number 5, Sam Penna.
So nice pickup on first down. Still plenty of time, 2:25 remaining before halftime. And we have Arnold Nadonley who just joined us up here in the booth. So
what's that?
we have Arnie Nadonley who just joined us up here.
Oh, look at that.
So
Who's he?
he's our superintendent.
Oh, that's our
Yes,
that's
yeah.
our super. That's right.
Doing a great job here at Richland. All right, 2nd and 2 for the Rams. Again, both running backs in the backfield, McCracken and Lewis. Now Lewis will split out to the left.
Lewis had 2 receiving touchdowns last week in addition to his 2 rushing.
All right, Stahl back to throw. Stahl going to look. He's going to look deep, looking for LaRue, and good coverage there by Rother.
This is intended for LaRue, incomplete.
So Rother stride for stride with LaRue. That'll bring up 3rd and 2.
Just looked across to check the Don, and I saw our chain crew led by Dave Maher, Don Koshoot. They've been around. They've been at it for over 20 years, Ed.
Yeah.
They're a pretty veteran group. That's a pretty important part of the game, that chain crew.
All right, so a big 3rd and 2 upcoming here for Richland. They're at their own 39-yard line. Leading here 14-3 with 2:18 remaining before halftime. Pistol formation now for the Rams. Now Lewis will set himself to the left of Stahl, and Stahl will call timeout.
I think the perfect scenario for Coach Bailey right now would be to score a touchdown with like 1 second left on the clock so they don't have an opportunity to return it. But we'll see how it pans out.
Yeah. So, PJ, how wonderful is tonight feeling down on that field right now?
Oh, it feels great. I mean, the temperatures are perfect. You know, it's nice being in a T-shirt, Friday night football game, one time, but you need to have a sweatshirt on. You need to, you need to be in the fall spirit, and we definitely have that tonight. But the conditions down here, you remember the time we played at Wimber? We played Forest Hills at Wimber. I always said that was the best lighting in the ultimate turf field we played on. Let me restate that.
Yeah.
This lighting is just taking any shadow that ever existed on this field and erased it. So it's just an awesome place to be at right now.
Yeah.
While we have a second here, PJ, you give us a quick update on Ryan.
He's doing great. His spirits are awesome, and he gets his stitches out this Tuesday. We'll see what the casting situation is, and on to rehab here in a few more weeks, hopefully.
Fantastic. We know Ryan will come back bigger and stronger and better for sure. All right, so it's 3rd and 2 upcoming for the Rams after the timeout. Stahl now, empty backfield. Big play here for Richland. Stahl going to keep it himself. Has been effective all night. Stahl will come. Now they're going to spot him right at about the marker. That may be enough for a first down.
Well,
Looks like he got to
killing
the
the clock.
41. That should be enough for a first down.
Yeah, when they kill the clock, that's usually
Yeah, and it is.
an
It is first
indication.
down, Richland. Yeah. So Richland moves the chains.
They haven't moved them yet.
It was already motioned by the referee, Brian Schmidt. All right, so Stahl will go back into the gun. McCracken will set himself to Stahl's left. No wide receivers to the right, 3 to the left. Stahl will roll out to his left. Looks, had a man a little low. Try to pick up the number of the intended receiver. I think that was Griff LaRue.
Rolling to the left. You talked about that last week. How
hard to throw across the
sometimes
right.
it's difficult to throw when you're rolling to the left through a right-handed quarterback. Kellen has such a powerful arm, though. He can do. He's one of the guys that can do it.
Yeah, he almost fit that ball in. It was just, I think, just a little low to LaRue.
Rolling to the left because the left is the wide side of the field right now.
Right.
And gives him a little more room to operate. Sometimes you like to come back to the short side, though, just to keep people honest on both sides.
All right, 2nd and 10. Clock down to 1:54 before halftime. Richland leading 14-3. Stahl again will keep it himself. Try the middle. Will pick up about a yard before he's stopped.
Stahl on the quarterback keeper.
That'll bring up 3rd and about 9. They may give him 2, so they'll give him 2 on the play. So 3rd and 8 upcoming.
Okay, we're in a little bit of a hurry right now. That's good.
Yeah, the clock running down to 1:32 before halftime. And remember, Bishop Guilfoyle will get the ball. They deferred but got the onside kick.
That was a pretty smart play.
And I think we're going to have another timeout called here.
Timeout called by Bishop Guilfoyle.
So Bishop Guilfoyle going to call the timeout. So
it's a smart move. If they get the ball back, they want to have some time left on the clock if they do get the ball. It is 3rd down, right?
It is 3rd down.
3rd and 8, so they have a chance to get the ball back.
You want to run down our sponsors?
Oh, let me see.
So we'll let Coach Yen
I need
run
some
down our
light. I need
sponsors.
a light.
We need to turn on. Can you hit the light? It's getting a little dark here earlier now.
Oh, here we go. First Summit Bank, Best Window, Chan Soon Song Medical Center, Ponteon Financial Group, Advanced Auto Systems, Cardolino Eye Care, FWF/Erie Insurance, Pinnacle Chiropractic, Spine and Sports, Nico's, good, what do they call that stuff? Good sushi. Rizzo's, good Italian. Dean Jordan Tire, good tires.
Oh, yeah.
Johnstown Construction, Sporting Good Discounters, Flair of Country, great caterer, the Fifth Eatery in El House, brand new place in Richland, DB Homes, FX Printing, Slovenian Savings and Loan, Laurel Auto Group, Precious Metals and Diamond Company, Beauty Lawn, Dr. Edward L. DiMartino himself, DMD, Gentle Dentistry, Mahalco General Contracting, State Senator Wayne Langerholk, Memorial Chevrolet, RPM Signs, Advanced Auto Service. Thank you, all of you, for being sponsors, and we hope our listeners will patronize all of you.
Yep, and remember, you can still get in on us. Just contact PJ McGowan, and you can still get in on being a sponsor. All right, so 3rd and 8 coming for the Rams. As Stahl drops back to throw. Stahl, little screen play as Graydon Lewis has it over the 40-yard line. First contact made. Graydon Lewis trying to keep his feet. Really just gets back to the line of scrimmage, Coach. So nice job there by the Marauders.
That time, Bishop Guilfoyle actually sent a safety on a safety blitz, and it actually was, good for. It was a good call for Richland to try to get that draw set up, not draw a screen set up.
All right, so big 4th down and 8. Richland's going to go for this, as you know.
We're going to probably get a freeze here, you would think.
Ball is at their own 44-yard line. They lead here 14-3, down to 44 seconds and counting before halftime. And that was almost a jump by Bishop Guilfoyle. And that's what they're trying to do, Coach. They're trying to get him to jump. They're going to run down his clock as much as they can. And then Coach Bailey will call the timeout.
Are we going to actually see a Richland punt? I mean, that's going to be...
Now they called delay game on Richland. I thought Coach may have called timeout time. So Richland going to punt it away, which is probably the first time we've seen them.
We think they're going to punt it away.
That's going to be a 4th and about 13.
I fondly remember the time Brandon called a fake punt in Altoona against Guilfoyle when we were in our own end zone.
Well, the punt team is
and
not
it worked.
out. Yeah, right now the punt team is not out there. It is Stahl and McCracken in the backfield. And now Coach Bailey will call timeout.
Timeout, Richland.
So, PJ, if you had to guess, are we going to punt this or are we going to take a crack down the field somewhere?
Deep. I think we'd be going deep.
Yeah, I'm kind of with you. I think we're going to take a crack at this.
I said that. We're not going for it. We're going for it.
Yeah.
Brandon has done similar things when I was on the staff, and most of the time they were successful. If they don't make it, Guilfoyle still has to score. They only have 20-some seconds.
The ball is at the 44-yard line of Richland. So barring a huge loss of play, I mean, Bishop Guilfoyle will still have to travel quite a distance into the end zone. But they do what we've seen where they have a kicker with a big leg.
There's no reason to punt the ball here. I'll be very surprised if we punt.
I guess what would surprise me more, though, is taking the delay of game to push you back even further if you were going to go for it on 4th down anyway.
Yeah.
Why not call timeout and take the crack with a 4th and 8 instead of a 4th and 13? Would be my only...
They were hoping for the offsides,
yeah,
which still wouldn't have been enough for a first down.
But they could have called timeout is my thing. It would still have been 4th and 8. Instead, they took the delay of game, pushed it back to 4th and 13.
You're making a lot of sense.
But we are going to put the punt team on, so Kellen Stahl will punt it away.
Maybe. Maybe.
And Cooper Rother will be deep for the Marauders. Snap is good. And the punt is away. Nice punt by Kellen Stahl. It'll bounce inside the 20 and roll, and it will bound into the end zone. So nice punt by Kellen Stahl.
That was
So that's
that
only
was
going to
about a
Bishop
65-yard punt.
Yeah, only going to leave Bishop Guilfoyle with 16 seconds left before halftime. They trail here 14-3. Dave is signaling that he thinks they're going to take a knee. I'm kind of with him here. I think they'll do the same.
I know Richland would not take a knee, but I'm thinking the smart move for these guys.
Well, we know what happened. We won't talk about. I won't even talk about that play from last year. We'll kind of let that one go.
And 4-2-4.
Thank our firemen for showing up again tonight.
Love that.
They're on the hillside, our first responders. And there's also, I believe, there's a police car sitting there as well.
That's for all the rowdy people here.
The crazies, I know. Nice crowd from Guilfoyle, too.
Yeah, very nice crowd. All right, so 1st and 10 for the Marauders, 16 seconds before halftime, and Keyswetter will take a knee. And that will be the end of the first half. As Richland leads here 14-3 from Hurlinger Field. We'll go ahead and take a break. We'll join you again with about 3 minutes or so before we snap it off in the second half. So you are listening to the Richland Ram Football Network here on RMG Sports. All right, welcome back to Hurlinger Field. If you were watching at halftime, hope you enjoyed the Richland Ram marching band. Back in my day, it was the award-winning Richland Ram band.
Yeah, Mr. Bartolowski was the man. He still is the man over at UPJ, but he ran a tight ship here at Richland, and the band certainly performed very well. Good friends with B, so I had some good memories of him.
Yeah, we did a lot of competitions. Won three out of my 4 years were state championships in the marching band. So I definitely enjoyed my time.
He didn't put up with nonsense, though, did he?
No, he did not.
No, that's the way it's supposed to be.
However, I can tell you I respected him because if I had to speak my mind to him, he respected me enough to let me speak my mind to him, which I did on numerous occasions if I felt it was needed. And
if he agreed with you, he might agree with you, or
he was always very good. We always had a lot of nice conversations.
Yeah,
and I think the fact is there was a lot of DiMartinos before me. There have been 3 before me.
You were a musical family.
So when I came in, it was pretty much. I think he knew the family, and he knew the whole dynamic, and I could actually talk to him and bring things to him, and he would respect that enough to let me address my concerns.
We could probably spend a lot of time telling Bartolowski stories.
I hope he's listening. So, Mr. Bartolowski, if you're listening, glad to have you with us. As Richland leads here 14-3, and they will come back out through the cheerleader tunnel and back onto the field.
That first half was pretty interesting, starting off with an onside kick, which I hate to say it, but which I think I might have called that.
You did. You called that.
I said, be careful, they might onside. It was a great onside kick. They recovered it, but they couldn't get it in the end zone. We held, and that was a great defensive effort by our young guys. And then when we got the ball, McCracken and Graydon Lewis both running the ball very well. It ended up with Lewis making a big run, one of his patented, looks like I'm going to be stopped 5 times, and he just keeps on going. So it ended up being 7-0 at that point. Kellen Stahl scored the next touchdown on a quarterback draw, and it was set up by a big pass to Trevi on a third down, a third and long yardage. He had Trevi on a big pass that set up the quarterback draw. And we've been very successful with that play, but it became 14-0, and then we had the long field goal. We about a 40-yard field goal on the BG side. So the score at halftime is 14-3, and we have a ball game, Ed. I think we have a ball game here.
Yeah, I think Richland. If we look at, we got to look at this in a certain way. Richland had 4 possessions in the half, entire half. They scored 2 possessions, tried a trick play which turned into a turnover, and then Bishop Guilfoyle's defense, I thought, stopped up very big on their 4th possession. So, we'll see what happens here in the second half. I think Richland's going to make some adjustments. I expect to see actually Richland run the football a little bit more in the second half.
Well, if you recall last year's game, we were losing at halftime. What was the score? 10-0 at halftime. And we were a little bit concerned, but we came back real big in the second half. So we'll see what happens.
I'm not sure if PJ's back on the field with us, but PJ, if you're with us, I expect to see a heavy dose of Graydon Lewis, Evan McCracken. Not sure what your thoughts are. Yeah, I'm not sure if PJ can hear me. He's in the far end zone right around the 10-yard line.
Well, he's probably out of range.
I'm here.
I was just saying, PJ, I think in the second half, I think we're going to see a heavy dose of the run game as far as I'm concerned. I think Richland goes with a lot with Graydon Lewis and a lot with Evan McCracken. Just wanted to get your thoughts.
Well, I think we've learned from Coach Bailey over the past years that never expect anything. But we've seen more fundamental football out of him on play calling, I think, over the past few games and at the end of last season. Traditional run the ball to open up the pass. We always pass to open up the run. But I do agree with you, Ed. I think you're going to see a whole lot more running. I think they're going to get Graydon Lewis much more active in this game this half, too.
Yeah, I would agree. And so on to kick it away is Chris Kordick. And again, back deep for the Marauders is going to be Carson Kieswetter and Cooper Rother. And once again, thanks to Dave and Tim from RMG Sports. They do a great job. Hope everybody's enjoying listening and watching as you listen on the Richland Ram Football Network.
What's the odds we're going to try an onside kick of our own?
I was thinking the same thing. I don't think we're going to do that.
Nope.
And it will be a deep kick. Great kick here by Chris Kordick. Will put it into the end zone. So big leg by Chris Kordick.
That's a great play for if you're a defensive coordinator in high school football. You love that play. teams have to start deep in their end of the field. And it's pretty hard sometimes for a team to drive that far. As Westmont found out last week, driving 80, 85 yards, it's pretty tough to go that far without making a mistake. And Westmont made theirs on the 1 yard line, unfortunately for them. So we got an 80-yard drive coming up here if they're going to score. I'm not saying it's impossible. It's been done many times.
All right, so just underway here in the third quarter. Bishop Guilfoyle trailing 14-3, has it 1st and 10 from their own 20-yard line. Keysweater again, empty backfield. So Guilfoyle showing they'd like to spread it. And it will be a quarterback keeper from Keysweater. And again, nothing going. That was, I think, DeMont Johnson in on the tackle. So DeMont Johnson stayed home, read it, and brought down Keysweater.
I mentioned that in the first half about how our defense plays team defense. You got to give Timmy Ripple credit on that. Our guys stay in their position, they stay in their zone, and they're always there to make the play. We talk about our offense all the time, but our defense has been pretty doggone good the last couple of years as well.
So 2-yard loss. 2nd and 12 upcoming for Bishop Guilfoyle. Again, they'll go empty backfield as Keysweater back in the gun. Keysweater back to throw. He throws it quickly out to his right, off of the hands of the intended receiver. That's number 8, Hayden Gardner. Almost picked off by number 5, Sam Penna.
Well, that would have been a touchdown for sure if we had picked it. Quick slant pass. It was open.
3rd and 12 upcoming now for the Marauders.
When do we start with the big gong on 3rd down?
I don't know, but I like it.
You like it?
It's like the old Hell's Bells from AC/DC. So, and there it is.
I like it. What's that?
It's the Hell's Bells.
I'm not a
from
fan.
AC/DC.
I'm not a fan. I have to be converted.
All right, 3rd and 12 coming. Keysweater empty backfield again. Back to throw. Drops straight back. Throws it over the middle. And good coverage there by the Rams, as that was number 14, Ethan Box in coverage.
Their offensive line is having a tough time with our interior guys. They really are.
On the defense for the Rams. Brings up 4th down.
Well, that series netted a -1, so that was a great defensive effort to start the second half.
All right, Devin Wyan on to kick it away. Sam Penna will be deep for the Rams. He'll place himself at about the 35-yard line of Richland. And it is a good punt. It'll bounce right around the 50-yard line and head towards the sideline and go out of bounds right at about the 42. So good field position for Richland as they start their first possession of the second half.
About a 42-yard punt. Right in front of us.
$765.
Oh, big 50-50 tonight.
$700.
So hopefully they call our number here.
You have a number.
Well, my wife has a number.
I have no number.
We'll see.
Oh, jeez.
All right, 1st and 10, Richland. Ball at their own 42-yard line.
Freeze play. They tried it. Didn't work. They tried to freeze and did not work.
Evan McCracken will be to the left of Stahl. And it will be McCracken who will go over the right side, get over the 45-yard line, over the 50-yard line, into Bishop Guilfoyle territory.
Low center of gravity, hard to bring him down. He's so quick too. Once he hits that hole, breaks to the outside, very, very difficult to bring down.
So 2nd down and a long one here for Richland. 10:33 and counting in the third quarter. Richland leading 14-3. Looks like pistol formation this time for the Rams with Lewis in the backfield. And it will be Lewis who will pick his way over the middle. Breaks out to the right. Has the 45, the 40, the 35, the 30, the 25, the 20. Before he's taken out of bounds. Big run by Graydon Lewis. As he gets to about the 17-yard line is where they'll spot the football.
How does he do that? Looks like he's going to get tackled like right away, and he breaks that tackle, and then once he gets that speed going, it's he's hard to stop.
All right, so 1st and 10 Rams deep into Bishop Guilfoyle territory, the 17. Again, pistol formation with Lewis, the running back. And it will be Lewis again. He'll throw his way over the middle. And this time he'll be stopped for a couple-yard gain as he gets across the 15 to about the 14. It's about a 3-yard gain.
A little bit of a penetration there by the White defense. Just messed everything up from the beginning. I mean, he can break that. He can go anytime, but that time was a little bit tough.
All right, 2nd and 7 upcoming for Richland. Stahl going to roll to his left. Stahl looks, throws. Oh, just off the hands. I think that was DeMont Johnson was the intended receiver. Just off his hands. It'll fall incomplete to bring up 3rd and 7.
We got a flag on the play.
And we have a flag on the play. Yeah, PJ right down there, so thanks, PJ. Sometimes we're just following the play, don't see the flag behind.
PJ was complimenting the lights on the new lights on our field.
Yeah.
It is pretty amazing how bright it is down there.
So it'll be an illegal man downfield on the Rams.
Who do we play next weekend?
I think we have Bedford. At Bedford next week.
We're at Bedford. Are we going to be on the air?
It'll be, I believe, on JAC. We will be on internet radio.
Internet radio?
So, again, you'll go to Marauders.com and listen to Fred, PJ, and myself.
You know, that website's listed on richlandfootball.com also.
So there you go. So, yeah, so if you don't go to richlandfootball.com, you'll find the link. And you can listen to the game with Fred, PJ.
That's big game of the year. One of the big games of the year.
All right, so 2nd and 12 after the penalty. Pistol formation again by the Rams. And Lewis will get the handoff. He'll pick his way over the left side, work his way back to the right side, and get to about the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
Braden Lewis on the inside handoff.
By a host of white shirts.
Gain of about 3 on the play. Brings up 3rd and 9 for the
So
Rams.
3rd and 9 upcoming for Richland. Again, deep into Bishop Guilfoyle territory, all the way down to the 15. This time Lewis will go to the right of Stahl.
We have a bunch to the right.
As LaRue is spread deep to the left and a bunch to the short field, to the short side of the field to the right. Stahl going to drop back to throw, looking for LaRue's way. Comes back to the right, plants his feet, and will throw that one away.
Stahl's pass is incomplete.
Good coverage by the Marauders. Very
so
good.
Bring up 4th and 9. Now the ball is at the 14-yard, about the 15-yard line. You can bring in, this will be about a 32-yarder. We've seen a big leg by Chris Kordick. So we'll see what Richland does here.
Might be a good time to try a field goal. You know, erase the one they got.
I think Richland is setting up to go for it. It's 4th and 9.
Well, we're going to have a freeze play first. After the freeze, we'll see what happens.
Penna will go in motion across to the left. Stahl will roll out to his left. Stahl going to look, throws across his body low, and the ball will fall incomplete. So Bishop Guilfoyle will come up with a stop on 4th and 9.
Bishop Guilfoyle will take possession of football on down.
So Bishop Guilfoyle will take over at the 15-yard line.
Only the second time all year we've been stopped.
$65. You're winning 50-50.
Second time tonight, which
Third
is
time
all
tonight.
year.
After the turnover, and
Yep. Well, we had a punt also.
we had one punt, we had a
Yes,
turnover,
the
and now we
third
got
time.
stopped here. So
Third time we were stopped.
yeah, third time we were stopped
Please
tonight.
come immediately to the press box to claim your prize. Please come to the entrance of the press box that is near the main gate.
All right, so 1st and 10, Bishop Guilfoyle. We're in a good game here, 14-3, with 8:26 remaining here in the third quarter. Empty backfield now for the Marauders. So quickly out to the right, and quickly brought down by Sam Penna was number 7, Vincent Ciafari.
We had 3 people wide to the left, 1 person wide to the right. They're trying to go to the one-on-one coverage. Sam Penna did an outstanding job.
So gain of a couple yards.
Raffle ticket numbers still remaining that have reprisals are
Going to bring up 2nd down. They'll give them the 3 on the play to the 18, so 2nd and 7 upcoming.
And 424-197. 424-197. Please claim your prize at the ticket booth.
This time, Bishop Guilfoyle will put a running back in the backfield. And Keyswear looking for a man will throw out to his right. It's going to be picked off by Griffin LaRue. Griffin LaRue able to come up with the interception just shy of the 40-yard line. Kellen Stahl and Griffin LaRue both in coverage, and LaRue able to come up with the interception. Will give the Richland the ball back.
That was the
There's
old
the dancing lights.
that was the old wheel route. The back coming out of the backfield, running down, out, and then deep. And it was very much underthrown, and a nice pick for LaRue.
All right, so the ball
was that? Was that our light
yard
show?
line of Bishop Guilfoyle. That was our dancing lights, yes.
I thought something was happening to me.
Arnie, Nadonley was saying, we wonder if they paid the bill, but it was just the dancing lights. And it will be Lewis on the carry. He goes over the left side. Nice carry here by Lewis.
Braden Lewis on the carry.
Pick up of about 6 yards.
So
McCracken into the game.
Lewis to about the 32-yard line. About a 7-yard gain.
4 for the Rams.
I'll call it a long 6.
Okay, we're in a power
Long 4, I
backfield
should
now,
say,
Ed. We're in a power backfield, 2 backs. So watch for the pass.
LaRue is spread wide to the right. No wide receivers to the short side of the field on the left. And it will be Lewis again as he'll go up the middle and try the right side as he gets over the 30-yard line. They'll bring a third down and short.
I have to say, Guilfoyle has done a much better job.
I was just going to say, they've done a
they've done a
fantastic
much
job.
better job containing that running game. They're piling up the middle, so it's time for us to play fake and then go deep. It's about that time. Brandon's not going to put up with that too much longer.
All right, 3rd and 1 upcoming. We've seen Kellen Stahl on the short yardage situations, keeping himself and pick up the first down every time. Let's see what the Rams do. Again, into the power set here with the 2 running backs. And Stahl will keep it himself, and we'll have enough for a Richland first down.
Okay, that time McCracken and Lewis both became blocking backs. And Stahl just tucked in right behind those 2 guys. Got the first down.
Ball taken to about the 27-yard line. 1st and 10, Richland.
That was good old power Woody Hayes football.
So Richland's been stopped on their last 3 possessions. They lead here 14-3. Interesting there, Coach. Like a whole shift of everybody. Stahl again going to keep himself as he goes off right tackle. Stahl able to break free. Stahl still plucking his way close to the 5-yard line. Ball comes out, but I think he was down already. But Graydon Lewis able to jump on it, but I think he was down already.
Off the Stars and Stripes shift.
Same play, other side.
Richland, first
McCracken, Lewis, blocking backs, Stahl following, 1st and goal to go.
goal for the Rams.
So it looks like 1st and goal from the 5-yard line for Richland.
Same backfield?
They're going to go with the same exact backfield. It's been working so far on this drive. It started at Richland's at Bishop Guilfoyle's 39-yard line after the interception by Griffin LaRue. Stahl pushes himself forward to about the 1.
On the quarterback keeper, pushes ahead, brought down
2-yard line.
1-yard line.
So down at they're going to spot it at about the 2, PJ says. So 2nd and goal from the 2. PJ just has the greatest vantage point right down there on the field, right there on the goal line. And they'll stick with the same set, Coach. No wide receivers. And it will be, I think that's Graydon Lewis. It is. Graydon Lewis in for the Richland touchdown. 2-yard score. So the Richland Rams on the board again.
That's what you call an unselfish player, Kellen carries the ball down the field, give it to his teammate to score the touchdown. Good play, good football.
So your score here now, 20-3, pending the extra point by Chris Kordick. Your holder is Kellen Stahl. Kordick perfect on the year, and it's going to be a fake. As Stahl looking in the end zone, off the hands of the intended receiver. So they went for the 2 on the fake.
That's why you have a quarterback as a holder. He could always run that
I think
fake.
they were looking for Jordan Nichols.
That was the perfect time for that.
Yeah, I agree.
Because for it.
Yeah, totally agree, PJ. Perfect time to go for that. Richland now leads by 17 here, 20-3, with 4:48 remaining in the 3rd quarter.
The winner needs to come
And, Coach, if you want to run down our
I'll do it one more time.
Let's go for it.
I mean, it's pretty exhausting doing this, but I'll do it. First Summit Bank, Best Window, Chan Soon Song Medical Center, Poncione Financial Group, Advanced Auto Systems, Cardolino Eye Care, FWF Erie Insurance, Pinnacle Chiropractic, Spine and Sports, Nico's, Rizzo's, Dean Jordan Tire, Johnstown Construction, Sporting Good Discounters, Flair of Country, The Fifth Eatery and Ale House, DB Homes, FX Screen Printing, Slovenian Savings and Loan, World Auto Group, Precious Metals and Diamonds Company, Beauty Lawn, Dr. Edward L. DiMartino, DMD, Mahalco General Contracting Incorporated, State Senator Wayne Langerholt, Memorial Chevrolet, RPM Signs, Advantage Auto Service. We're certainly thankful and grateful for all these sponsors. And as Ed just said before, it's not too late. If you want to get your name on the list, we'll read them out next week.
Absolutely.
And the rest of the season.
Yeah, get a hold of PJ McGowan, and not too late to have you join. Still 7 games left to go in the season.
Plus playoffs.
Yep, and we got to thank again RMG Sports with Dave and Tim. So thanks to them. As Chris Kordick now will kick it away for the Rams. A nice high kick, bounces at about the 20-yard line. Falls forward, able to be picked up by Bishop Guilfoyle. And good coverage there by the Rams. It'll be brought down short of the 25-yard line.
That's one of the
Carson Keysweater, the quarterback.
That's one of those kicks that can be trouble for the receiving team when it takes a bounce. You never know where it's going to go.
So Nichols, McCracken, and DiMartino able to make the stop. Ball will be spotted actually at the 25-yard line. So 1st and 10. Bishop Guilfoyle, who trails by 17 here with 4:42 remaining in the third quarter. On just a beautiful night for football, Freddie.
It's awesome. You still have short sleeves on. I have long sleeves.
You know what? I didn't want to wear pants. I wanted to wear shorts. It's a beautiful night. I just put on a long sleeve shirt, and I'm very comfortable. All right, 1st and 10. Keysweater throws to his right quickly. Has a man breaking over the 35-yard line. Is number 13. That is Cooper Rother. Enough for a first down.
I want to thank Mr. Nadonley for stopping by again in the booth
always
here.
Nice to have Mr. Nadonley here with us.
You know, Mr. Bailey is part of the administrative team as well, and they've done such a tremendous job, the whole administrative team, keeping things going through
Especially
these
tough times.
They're tough times, and we just appreciate all that they do. Bonnie Kidd, the AD, and the whole administrative staff. It's been a tough year. It's been a good year. So we hope it just keeps on rolling.
All right, ball spotted at the 36-yard line, 1st and 10 for Bishop Guilfoyle. Empty backfield. Rother will go in motion, and it will be a quick pitch out to Rother. Good blocking there by Bishop Guilfoyle. Maybe a little holding as the all the Ram fans were calling for the hold.
The Ram fans do not have flags. So unfortunately, it's not going to help. I don't know if it was or not. I couldn't see it.
It was pretty close. I think Graydon Lewis might have got his shirt held. But at any rate, 2nd and 3 upcoming for Bishop Guilfoyle. Empty backfield once again for Keysweater. Back to throw. Over the middle. Has a man. That's Rother. Rother over the middle. Rother over the 35-yard line. Rother the 30. Stahl has him in tow and will take him out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. So big play once again over the middle. Keysweater finds Rother down the 28-yard line of Richland.
It could be a big lift if they get it in the end zone. Obviously, this is a young.
Points that can make it a 10-point game.
This is a young team that's probably going to get better as the year goes on. So it's a good thing we're meeting them early. They have a good coaching staff. They have a good program going over there, and they're young, so they're coming along. Even in this game, they're showing a lot of moxie.
All right, 1st down and 10. Keysweater back to throw again. Keysweater, almost picked up by DeMont Johnson, and that would have been a Ram touchdown.
That would have been exciting.
Wow, DeMont Johnson just could not quite hold on.
You had Graydon Lewis right beside him there, too. That could have been your hook and ladder.
What's that?
I read about it.
If anybody saw the Quantico Valley game last week, Berlin won on the last play, hook and ladder.
All right, 2nd and 10 from the Richland Ram 28-yard line. 3:09 remaining in the third quarter. Guilfoyle looking for a score to get closer to the Rams. They trail here 20-3. Guilfoyle back to throw. Guilfoyle looking to the right, has a man, brought down at about the 20-yard line. Brock Batchy was coming hard on Guilfoyle.
I'm going to give that quarterback credit. I mean,
He stood in there.
He stood right in there in the face of danger and threw a completion, and that was a heck of a play.
So 3rd down and about a long one. 4 down territory here for the Marauders. Guilfoyle again goes empty backfield. Rams playing, they show blitz, and here they come. Batchy again in under pressure, but Sam Penna knocks the ball away. So it's going to bring up a 4th down and a long one.
Once again, give the quarterback a lot of credit on that, standing right in there.
Intended receiver is Hayden Gardner, who limps off the field. So big 4th down here for the Marauders.
We've been doing an awful lot of blitzing tonight, putting pressure on. You know, that's what you do to a young team. If you have a team that's not real experienced, you know, the more you can give them to think about, the better.
All right, this is definitely a big power backfield, Coach. 3 running backs in the backfield with Guilfoyle. And it will be a handoff up the middle. And I don't think they got it. The Rams will stop them. So Richland comes up with a big defensive stand as Brock Batchy able to come in and make contact.
Wow.
So a big stop by Richland. That's about the
They
first
ran
time
right-
tonight. I think the Rams stopped Bishop Guilfoyle as they were deep into Richland Ram territory.
I mean, they're not a bad football team. They ran right into the heart of our defense, though. I mean, I don't know about that.
Yeah, going up the middle on the run has not worked well for Bishop Guilfoyle all night long. They try for it on 4th and a long one, and Brock Batchy able to come up, make the stop, and Rams will take over on downs at their own 20-yard line. 1st and 10. 2:20 remaining here in the 3rd quarter. Richland leading 20-3. Stahl going to hand off. I believe that is that Graydon? No, it's Evan
McCracken.
Graydon Lewis on the carry. Evan McCracken
I was fooled.
blocking. We'll get the ball over the 25-yard line to about the 27. It's a 7-yard gain, bring up 2nd and 3.
That was Lewis then, right?
That was Graydon, yes.
You guys both said there was going to be more running this half, and so far it's been held true.
Hey, a little update. Penn Cambria 35, McCourt nothing. And Bedford pulls ahead 27-10 over Chestnut Ridge.
All right, thanks, PJ. All right. It will be Evan McCracken on the carry. There's a flag on the play, though.
I think Graydon Lewis turned upfield a little bit. Graydon Lewis went in motion, and I believe he turned upfield a little bit too quick.
So Richland, again, a little undisciplined tonight. Saw some penalties last week. Continues again this week. We'll see what Brian Schmidt here calls on Richland.
That's what I think it's going to be, and it is.
It is. Illegal motion on the Rams. Good call, Coach.
Graydon does that a lot. I've been watching him. We've all been watching him all year, but when he's in motion going upfield, he always hits it just perfect. And I just kept thinking one of these times it's going to be a little bit quick, and that time it was. But that's just the fact that he's a competitor.
All right, we'll push the ball back 5 yards. 2nd down and about 9, we'll call it. Stahl going to hand off again. McCracken again. McCracken finds some room. Over the 30-yard line. He's about the 40, the 50. McCracken brought down just shy of the 40-yard line into Bishop Guilfoyle territory. Brought down there by number 18 for the Marauders. We don't have the greatest of sheets, so just bear with us. And as Patrick Riley able to bring down McCracken, brings the ball all the way to the 41-yard line of Bishop Guilfoyle. 1st and 10 Rams, down to 57 seconds and counting here in the 3rd quarter. Richland leading 20-3.
What a 1-2 combination, McCracken and Lewis. I mean, it's great. Great offense.
Stahl going to look to throw, looking for LaRue. Rolls to his left, still looking for LaRue. Has a step. And just over the hands of Griff LaRue. He got himself open. He broke free from Rother. Stahl just a little long on the throw. Will bring up second down.
That's happened a couple times tonight. LaRue's been open and the ball just slightly overthrown.
Again, hard to roll to your left and throw that across the body. But we've seen Kellen Stahl do that numerous times and be very accurate with that. Just a little long that time.
We into an empty backfield here? We are.
2nd and 10 for the Rams. 4 wide receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Stahl going to keep it himself, goes up the middle. Stahl able to get to the 35-yard line.
Stahl on the quarterback creeper crosses the 35-yard line.
How many times have we seen that, the empty backfield?
Yes, spread him out. Perfect time to run it.
You know, we sort of take this offense for granted because we see it every week, but do you know the amount of time that's gone into putting this together? I mean, everything is so smooth. There's people coming in and out. Everyone knows where to be, where to go. Tremendous amount of time and effort. I just want to congratulate the staff.
All right, pitch to Graydon Lewis. Graydon Lewis will pick his way, and he'll step out of bounds. We'll see where they spot this ball, Coach. As he gets inside the 30 to about the 29.
That's the end of the quarter.
Richland Ram first down. That will be the end of the third quarter. Very fast moving.
That was fast.
Third quarter. PJ, I don't know if it seemed fast to you, but that seemed awful fast for us for a third quarter. I don't think we got PJ yet.
I got you.
There you go.
I was seeing if Ryan wanted replaced. What's the action?
There you go. So pretty fast-moving third quarter we were talking about, PJ. Richland kept the ball on the ground quite a bit and able to eat up huge chunks of time, get a score, and now 20-3 going into the fourth quarter.
That's a big negative for Guilfoyle. Really took 98 ball in this fourth quarter. I mean, not only do they need to make a 17-point deficit up right now, but they haven't been able to control the ball and keep it out of Richland's hands long enough. So really time's against them, and it's not looking good for them. But again, these are the things that we've seen Brandon Bailey grow in. Clock management happens to be one of them right now too. So there's nothing wrong with winning a game 20-3. You know, or 14-0, 7-0. But with the powerful offense we have and the skill players, we're used to big numbers. But after the fourth quarter's over, it's a W. Doesn't matter what the score was.
Yeah, talk about defense a little bit too, PJ. I mean, this is the first time I think they've really stood up to the challenge. A couple of times, Bishop Guilfoyle got deep into Richland territory.
So
defense comes up with some big stops.
Richland picked up Jordan Nichols this year. He's been an impact player in camp on day one, playing defensive end. Replaced Kniss, who was a big loss last year. Same body build, same mannerisms. I mean, it's like deja vu. But, Brock Batchy's really improved. I mean, he is almost in every tackle, on every play, and he is hitting hard. So, again, 2 young players, both juniors. Defense is really, really football.
Yeah, I'm glad you brought that up. I was just going to mention Brock Batchy having a great game, I think. Actually has had a great year. Very noticeable on the field tonight. Numerous big stops. So, good on Brock.
Zach
Hancock.
Another big game.
Yep. All right, so Stahl going to roll out to his left. He's going to look for the end zone. Has LaRue! LaRue just off the fingertips.
Again. Rolling left, throwing back across his body. Nice pass off the fingertips.
So good try there for the Rams. Went for the end zone just off the fingertips of LaRue. We'll bring up second down and 10. Ball at the 29-yard line of Bishop Guilfoyle. Again, your Rams lead here 20-3 with 11:54 remaining in the fourth quarter. And it looks like we're going back to the power backfield here, Coach. It worked so well in the third quarter. And it'll be a handoff. It will be Graydon Lewis. Goes up the middle. Graydon Lewis over the 20-yard line. Close to another first down, maybe about a half a yard short.
Close to a Ram first down.
I think Jim Penna's copying me.
Our blocking has been really, really good. Downfield blocking is what I meant to say. Griff LaRue that time threw a great downfield block.
All right, third and about a half a yard for Richland. It will be Graydon Lewis again who will have enough for the Ram first down. as he gets to about the 17 is I think we're going to spot it.
Again, bangs ahead for a couple of yards, and a Richland.
First down.
So Richland in a commanding position right now, leading 20-3 with 11:19 and counting in the fourth quarter, and have the ball deep into Bishop Guilfoyle territory. Sticking with the power backfield with Lewis and McCracken. Stahl going to fake the handoff. Little screenplay has McCracken. No, McCracken able to come back up with it. So McCracken bobbled it, able to come back up with it as he gets down to about the 10-yard line.
McCracken came from the fullback position, went through the line of scrimmage, came the whole way across the field, made a nice catch and held on to the ball.
Rother was closing in on that play. Ball held up and hit immediately by Rother. Almost jarred the ball as McCracken able to re-grab it.
Interception real quick if McCracken wasn't so strong upper body.
Absolutely. So 2nd down and 2 for the Rams. Ball spotted at the trying to see where this is spotted, just out
Timeout.
about the 7-yard line.
Timeout,
Bishop
Richland.
Guilfoyle.
Also the 9.
That was really, I don't think I've seen that play all year where McCracken, coming from the fullback position, ends up being a receiver downfield.
All right, let's run down our sponsors again because, again, we can't do this without them. We can't do this RMG Sports with Dave and Tim. And for Jared, who I think will be joining us in a couple of weeks. So Jared Romensberg will be joining us. But he's helped us out quite a bit. Contacted him quite a few times. So thank you to First Summit Bank, Best Window, Chan Soon Chong Medical Center, Ponchione Financial Group, Advanced Office Systems, Cardellino Eye Care, FWF Erie Insurance, Pinnacle Chiropractic Spine and Sports, Nico's, Rizzo's, Dean Jordan Tire, Johnstown Construction, Sporting Goods Discounters, Flair of Country, The Fifth Eatery and Ale House, DB Homes, FX Screen Printing, Slovenian Savings and Loan, Laurel Auto Group, Precious Metals and Diamond Company, Beauty Lawn, Dr. Edward L. DiMartino, DMD, Malco's General Contracting, Inc., State Senator Wayne Langerhoek, Memorial Chevrolet, RPM Signs, and Advanced Auto Service. And I got to thank Big Dogs as well, because we will go down and we will be seeing Mike pretty shortly. So, Mike, be ready for us as we hopefully will be celebrating another Richland Ram victory here on the Richland Ram Football Network. 2nd and 2, Richland. Stahl rolls out to his right, looks for the end zone, has LaRue, and that is a touchdown, but there's a flag on the play.
Well, really can't cut a break tonight, can he?
We'll see what the call is here. Flag happened pretty close to the goal line, and it may be on Bishop Guilfoyle. Kellen Stahl is signaling it's a Richland Ram touchdown, that the call will go against Bishop Guilfoyle. And it is pass interference on the Marauders, so it is a Richland Ram touchdown. Stahl to LaRue.
So Griff did finally catch a break.
And there go the dancing lights. All right, Richland going to go for 2. They lead here 26-3. 10-10 remaining in the fourth quarter.
There you go. That's nice. Is that what we're on? We just saw her. Yeah, that's nice.
You know you can go on YouTube and watch it anytime you want.
She's watching it at home.
Yeah, I've actually watched the broadcast at home. They look very, very good.
We're just admiring ourselves on TV here. Sorry for the interview.
Glad they don't show us. We have the faces for radio. So, all right, so Stahl going to keep it. Pitches out to Lewis. Lewis cuts. Lewis trying for the end zone. Keeps his feet. Graydon Lewis just takes it to the end zone for a successful 2-point conversion.
Oh, my gosh.
That was all Graydon Lewis. That wasn't efforts. 4 efforts, guys.
Where's that, PJ?
I said that wasn't 1, that wasn't 2. That was like 4 extra efforts. Just pounding and dragging people with them. What a player.
Yep, refused to go down. So Graydon Lewis takes it in for the 2-point conversion. Puts our score now at 28-3. with 10-10 remaining in the ball game.
Well, you have to come out throwing the ball now, that's for sure. You need some quick points. We're not going to say it's over yet, that's for sure. But it looks good. I mean, it's not over, but it's looking pretty good.
Never over until we hear that, until we see that go down to double zeros. So.
How about the Cowboys almost beating Tampa Bay last night?
Yeah, but unfortunately, I knew. You knew it was coming. You knew it was coming.
Yeah, you knew at the end it was.
You knew it was going to come.
Fred, think of all the guys in those instant death leagues that could have lost on that game. How about it, Fred?
Well, I picked Tampa to win, and I thought, holy cow, I'm going to lose.
Is that the team you chose?
Huh?
Is that the team you chose for the week?
Tampa, yeah.
I took the Texans this week.
Oh, that was good.
I figure they're playing Jacksonville. I'll take the Texans this week.
I took the 49ers in my other pool.
All right.
But I thought sure Tampa was going to lose. I'll be out the first week.
Yeah.
That hurts. That hurts.
All right, so the penalty assessed on the kickoff. So Cordick going to kick from the Bishop Guilfoyle 45-yard line.
Any chance of an onside here? Probably not.
At 28-3, I would highly doubt. But you never know. All right, Cordick kicks this one away, just short in the goal line, and it'll be a touchback.
You are not allowed to run the ball out of the end zone in high school.
Mr. B just checked in with us, Mr. Bodolowski.
All right.
So he says we're too nice of guys. He missed these kind of days, he says.
Oh, I bet he does.
It's
Mr.
quality broadcasting, Mr. B.
I don't know if you were listening earlier, B, but we were talking about you at halftime.
I actually gave you props.
Yeah, Demo was very kind to you.
Yep.
He said you were quite a gentleman, and I just laughed.
All right, 1st and 10.
Mr. Bartolowski.
For the Bishop Guilfoyle at their own 20-yard line. Down 25 points, 28-3. Empty backfield for Keyswetter. Keyswetter, a quick throw out to his left will fall incomplete. Looking for Rother.
That's what all that early pressure does. It makes you release the ball a little quicker than maybe you have to.
Yeah, I just got Mr. Bartolowski's text too, so it's on yours too.
Did he text me? I hope he did.
He just texted you too.
I get so few texts. Uh-oh. My phone died. Okay, we have an empty set again.
All right, 2nd down and 10 upcoming for the Marauders. Keyswetter going to find over the middle. That is number 5 for the Marauders. Brought down at about the 35-yard line. Nice gain as Dominic Janaszak.
They really like that slant pattern. They've thrown that more than once tonight.
Been pretty effective tonight as well.
That's a hard play. That's a hard pass to stop.
So Ethan Box credited on the tackle. 1st down and 10.
First time we've called Box's name tonight. Is he a senior?
No, Ethan Box I think is only a sophomore.
Yeah, that's what so we'll be calling his name a lot for the next couple of years.
He's got that nice body build. Tall, thin, can run. Good hands.
Off the edge.
Back to throw.
Off the edge.
That was Brock Batchy coming hard. DeMont Johnson in now. And now Aiden Thomas along with number 23, Jordan Nichols, able to bring down Keyswetter for a loss on the play. So Brock Batchy coming hard. Keyswetter able to avoided DeMont Johnson, and then finished off by Nichols and Thomas.
Aiden Thomas and Zach Hancock.
Just got a text from Sean Callahan, one of my old players, a great running back, number 32 for the Rams.
Yep.
He's saying he's listening to us, and he actually said we sound okay. So
there you go. Well, Sean would know.
Nice hearing from you, Sean. Hang in there, buddy.
All right, Keyswetter.
Keep in touch.
Throw out to his left, and will fall, I believe, incomplete. Rother was the intended receiver.
You know,
Sean Callahan, remember. Sean, I know you're listening. We used to play home run derby all the time at Highland.
Who, Sean? You're talking to Sean now?
Sean Callahan. Yeah, we used to play baseball all the time. And Sean could not keep the ball fair. Sean kept hitting the ball into the tennis courts because he just kept pulling the ball so far left. I don't know how many baseballs we either lost or had to go chase because he just couldn't hit one fair. So, Sean, I'm sure you remember that. That was a lot of fun. A lot of chasing balls for you, buddy.
Hey, speaking of Sean, after Ryan got hurt, I haven't seen Sean or talked to him in decades probably. Reached out to me, and I mean, it was really nice. Class act to him, just checking in. So great to hear, and thanks, Sean. We really appreciated your concern.
Yeah, definitely a class act, Sean Callahan.
Most of my guys are classy.
It's amazing. We all turned out as well as we did with you, Fred.
I know, it's amazing. I did such a great job. I really miss that. I miss those days. Those were good days. They're all good days.
3rd and 15 upcoming for the Marauders. 8:44 remaining here in the fourth quarter. Richland leading 28-3. So far, the biggest test for the Rams, and defense has really come up big, and the offense, after a little sluggish middle of the game, have really come on strong here in the second half. All right, Keysweater back to throw. Keysweater, a little screenplay over the middle, going to fall incomplete. Brock Batchy in coverage. So the pass intended for Colin Campbell. And 4th down for the Marauders. They're going to go ahead and punt this away. Sam Penna will again and drop back deep for the Rams. Devin Wyatt on to punt it away for the Marauders.
Sam Penna back deep to receive.
And it's another good punt. Ball bounces at about the 40-yard line, rolls inside the 35, inside the 30, down to the 25. So about the 23-yard line where Richland will take over 1st and 10.
No return on the punt. Ball is marked at the 23-yard line. It will be 1st and 10.
Yeah, that's another really nice punt. Got a good roll on it.
Yeah.
That wasn't quite as far in the air as the other ones, but he got a good roll.
So down to 8:07 remaining in the fourth quarter. Richland up by 25.
On behalf of the Richland Boosters, for your support of the Richland Remember Us 9/11 T-shirts, as worn by our wonderful cheerleaders tonight. Show 'em, girls. And thank you for your support.
Yeah, these T-shirts are great.
They are nice. I wish I had one.
You know, honoring the heroes and.
Do you have one, Arnie?
Yeah.
Oh man.
9/11 coming up tomorrow.
What's that?
All right, McCracken will be in the backfield. Set himself to Stahl's left. 1st and 10 Rams at their own 23. In motion goes LaRue. It'll be a jet sweep to LaRue. LaRue will cut across the 30-yard line, the 35, the 40, the 50, and he might step out of bounds. So they'll mark LaRue down at about the 39-yard line.
Big running back right there, isn't it, LaRue? I know he's not a running back, but.
So off the jet sweep, LaRue picks up 16 yards. McCracken will set himself to the right of Stahl. 1st and 10 Rams. Stahl looking to throw. Quick pass out to Penna, who cannot handle it. Pass to fall incomplete.
Quick hitch. Take what they want to give you. If they're playing off you, run a hitch or an out. If they're playing you tight, maybe go for the home run.
Ryan Hagg was in coverage for the Marauders.
That's one of Brandon's philosophies, I believe. Whatever they want to give us, we'll take. He's got the system down pat. He really does.
All right, 2nd and 10 upcoming. LaRue goes in motion to the right. Another jet sweep to the right. LaRue over the 40-yard line. The 45, the 50. LaRue brought down into Bishop Guilfoyle territory right about the 48-yard line. 1st down, Richland.
Another running back in the fold there. Pretty nice having a 6'3" running back.
We see number 36, Xavier Manahan, will check into the ball game now, and he'll go into the backfield. Outer Ethan Box. And Griff LaRue. Power backfield here for the Rams. 1st and 10. It'll be a pitch. I think that's Graydon Lewis. He'll get over the 40-yard line, breaks it back to 30 now, to about the 25-yard line. Another big, hard run by Graydon Lewis.
They're having fun out there right now, aren't they? They have fun all the time on the field.
For another Richland first down.
That's one thing I noticed. If you hang around these guys a little bit, they get along. They all get along. They have a great time. They've been together for years. Well, your senior group that your son's in, they've been together since, what, 2nd grade?
1st grade.
1st grade.
All started in 1st grade with rocket football, flag football.
I hear that mentioned more than one time, how the importance of rocket football.
All right, 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. Stahl fakes the pitch, hands off to Manahan. Manahan will get to about, let's see where they spot us, maybe the 22-yard line, 23-yard line.
Inside handoff to Xavier Manahan. Gain of a couple.
So it picks up 2 yards, down to the 22, 2nd and 8. Down to 6:27 and counting here in the 4th quarter. Richland leading 28-3 and on the move. Stahl once again will hand off. That's Lewis again. Lewis able to make a spin move as he gets close to about the 17-yard line. Maybe they'll give him the 16. So about a yard short.
McCracken, is that McCracken? No.
Tony DiMartino coming in now.
Yep, there he is. One of my
check out.
Let's spread the ball around a little bit. Great idea, Coach.
3rd
There
and
it
2.
is. One of Tony's fan club is in front of us here.
And it will be a handoff to DiMartino as he loses his footing, but able to dive forward. And
DiMartino on the carry for the Rams.
just stumbled a little bit as he went up the middle. So about the 15-yard line, about a yard short. So 4th and about 1.
Power backfield again. Well, you guys sure were right about the running.
All right, Stahl going to hand off. Lewis this time goes over right tackle. Lewis way enough for the first down.
Bangs ahead for the Richland first down.
Gets to about the 13-yard line. 1st and 10, Richland. Down to 5:03 remaining in the 4th quarter.
Pretty much of a big change there on offense. A lot of guys in and out.
Jeb Jordan, wide receiver, out to the right. Aiden McMahon to the left.
We got to give a shout out to Brock Bouchie's Aunt and Eddie watching from Florida. She loves her Rams.
There you go, Aunt Eddie. So glad to have you with us. And it'll be a timeout, Richland.
No, Guilfoyle.
Oh, Bishop Guilfoyle. Oh, we got to say hi to Tom Feitel's kids, too. So Tom wants me to say hi to all the Feitel kids.
Way to go, Feitels.
There you go. Coach Feitel does a great job with these kids as well. And let's run down our sponsors once more, as we cannot do this without them. We can't do this without RMG Sports with Dave and Tim.
Got another message from Sean. He said, I love all you guys, so thank you, Sean. You are a class act, like PJ just said.
Absolutely. So thank you to First Summit Bank, Best Window, Chan Soon Chong Medical Center, Ponchione Financial Group, Advanced Office System, Cardellino Eye Care, FWF, Erie Insurance, Pinnacle Chiropractic Spine and Sports, Nico's, Rizzo's, Dean Jordan Tire, Johnstown Construction, Sporting Goods Discounters, Flair of Country, The Fifth Eatery and Ale House, DB Homes, FX Screen Printing, Slovenian Savings and Loan, Laura Auto Group, Precious Metals and Diamond Company, Beauty Lawn, Dr. Edward L. DiMartino, DMD, Mahalco's General Contracting, Inc., State Senator Wayne Langerholk, Memorial Chevrolet, RPM Signs, and Advantage Auto Service. Thank you, one and all.
Now, this is funny. I say, Sean's a class act. So my son-in-law says, what about son-in-law? That's pretty funny.
Awesome.
Good job, Sean.
All right, 4:44 remaining in the ball game. Richland leading 28-3. 1st and 10. It will be a handoff. Jeb Jordan on the sweep for about no gain on the play.
Let some people touch the ball. That's a good idea. 4:28 to go, 4:27 in Connie.
Second down and 10 for the Rams.
It's like empty backfield here for Richland now. Second down and 10 from the Bishop Guilfoyle 13-yard line. It will be McMahon in motion. And McMahon will get the jet sweep as he goes out to the right. McMahon trying to turn the corner and brought down by Bishop Guilfoyle. That is number 7, Vincent Ciafari on the tackle.
Nice tackle, nice open field tackle.
So loss on the play.
You put the second team in. This is virtually pretty much all the second team. And you think it's a complicated offense, and it somewhat is, but everybody knows what to do. That's what's amazing. Every kid on that field, I'm sure, could step in and do everything, whatever it needs.
All right, 3rd and 13 upcoming for Richland. Stahl, hands off to DiMartino, bounces off the right side, and pushes his way inside the 10-yard line, down to about the 9.
Tony DiMartino.
So pick up a 7.
Brings up a 4th down for the Rams.
Bishop Guilfoyle is a proud program. They'll be formidable the rest of this year. They will.
Looks like we're going to kick the field goal now. I think it's a smart play by Coach Bailey. So Chris Kordick on to attempt the field goal.
There's going to be a time this year where they're going to need him to do this. So you might as well practice. It's sort of like a practice session right now.
So it looks like to be about a 26-yard field goal attempt. Good snap, good hold. Kick is up, it's low and blocked.
Came in on the right-hand side, the right end.
Partially blocked and no good. So your score with 2 minutes and 30
So down to 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Richland leading here at 28-3.
Bishop Guilfoyle 3.
Mike Zion said, "Big dogs, get ready for us all because we're all coming."
What's that?
Down to Big Dogs.
Oh, everybody's going to Big Dogs.
Yes.
Visit Mike.
Mike does a great job.
Mike's a great
Appreciate all his
supporter.
hospitality. So if you haven't been down to Big Dogs, please go. Great food, great time.
Don't
Really
forget
treats
about all your
us and the kids
sponsors.
well.
Don't forget about what, PJ?
Don't forget about all those sponsors.
I know, and all those sponsors, we've read them countless times. We can run them through again maybe before the end of the football game.
Well, you got the Fifth and Rizzo's, and I mean, Mike Zion.
Yep,
Big
I actually just visited the
supporter.
Fifth before I came down, so I was at the Fifth Ale House and Eatery before the game. All right, so 1st and 10 upcoming for Bishop Guilfoyle at their own 20-yard line. Keysweater looking to throw, getting pressure. DeMont Johnson still chasing him along with Dom Bethman. Keysweater will go out of bounds after he picks up a couple yards. So good pressure there by Richland, DeMont Johnson and Dom Bethman.
Playing good aggressive defense still. Is that pretty much our first group? It is. That's pretty much the first defensive group out there.
So pick up a 4 on the play, put it at 2nd and 6. Down to 2:19 remaining in the ball game. Keysweater hands it off up the middle. And again, that has just gone nowhere tonight. Bishop Guilfoyle numerous times have tried to run up the middle, and very stout Richland Ram defense has given them nothing.
It's been pretty much stout all year. The linebackers are playing tight. They're doing a lot of blitzing, taking away all the gaps.
It was Drew Abraham, number 26, on the carry. So Ethan Cafeo will get credited with the stop.
It's 3rd down.
Is PJ going to have his questions tonight?
Yeah, PJ, it's at least 3 questions you owe Coach Bailey.
I got a book to ask.
Oh, we have, big movement there on Bishop Guilfoyle. That was Rother, who left early off from his wide receiver spot. That'll be a false start.
Illegal procedure is the call against the Marauders.
Down to 138 here in the football game.
3rd down.
3rd and 9 upcoming for Bishop Guilfoyle. Ball spotted at their own 21-yard line. Clock is running. We're inside of 124. And I think somebody's calling a timeout here. Timeout Marauders.
Okay.
So let's run down the sponsors one more time. So we got to thank everybody in the community, all the sponsors. Thank you so much. In the community, out in the community, go visit these places. They do us a major service. So thank you to First Summit Bank, Best Window, Chan Soon Shong Medical Center, Ponchione Financial Group, Advanced Office Systems, Carlino Eye Care, FWF, Erie Insurance, Pinnacle Chiropractic Spine and Sports, Nico's, Rizzo's, Dean Jordan Tire, Johnstown Construction, Sporting Goods Discounters, Flair of Country, The Fifth Eatery and Ale House, DB Homes, FX Screen Printing, Slovenian Savings and Loan, Laurel Auto Group, Precious Metals and Diamond Company, Beauty Lawn, Dr. Edward L. DiMartino, DMD, Mahalco's General Contracting, Inc., State Senator Wayne Langerhoek, Memorial Chevrolet, RPM Signs, and Advantage Auto Service. Thank you, one and all. Again.
Great group of guys and gals. If you want to get in on this, call PJ.
Yeah, definitely get a hold of PJ McGowan. 7 games left on the year.
I was in the Neil Diamond. Guys, I missed that.
We just said anybody that still wants to sponsor can get a hold of you.
Yep.
Still plenty of time left on the season for sure.
Buy Precious Metals or get my number.
All right, Keysweater back to throw. Keysweater being chased. Has to throw. Has Rother on the sidelines right around the 30-yard line.
Out of bounds. Going to stop the clock.
Should be enough for a first down. We'll see where they spot this.
There's been not that many first downs tonight.
Yeah,
We
got
had
to get to the 30. I think he got it there. It is a first down. So Sam Penna on the stop.
It's a first down for Guilfoyle with 1:03 remaining in the game.
Down to 1:03. And Keysweater back into the gun. Abraham, the running back, to the right. Keysweater Keysweater again, heavy pressure. Throws the ball over the middle, lofts it over the middle. Caught but hit hard by Kellen Stahl. That is Colin Campbell on the reception. And the ball spotted at the 46-yard line.
Our rush off the edge tonight has been really good.
Yeah, very good.
While we have a moment, how about one more big round of applause for our heroes from the military and first responders on Salute the Heroes Night here in Richland. We thank you for your service.
Yeah, we should say thank you to all our first responders as well and all our military. So Salute the Heroes Night. We can't do anything without them. So thank you for all your service. Keysweater back to throw. Keysweater pumps, throws out to his right. Good coverage by the Rams. Picked off there by Kellen Stahl. Kellen Stahl will go out of bounds.
Smart move going out of bounds.
Looking for Rother. Stahl picks it off. And there go the dancing lights again.
That was a little scary. I thought they were out that time.
I know. You think it was going to be a blackout here, but just the dancing lights.
For the Rams with 22 seconds remaining in the game.
So 22 seconds remaining in the ball game. Richland has the ball at their own 30-yard line. Imagine this is just taking knee time as they lead here 28-3.
It's called the victory formation.
The only time you'll see Kellen Stahl go under center. And he will take the knee. And that will end your ball game. So your final score here, Richland over Bishop Guilfoyle, 28-3. Coach, a little bit different of a ball game for Richland tonight. Like you said, used to seeing some big scores the first 2 games by the running clocks. Tonight a little different. Good defense by Bishop Guilfoyle. Richland had to adjust a little bit. Came out in the second half more on the ground and controlled the football and able to put this one away.
Yeah, you and PJ really called that about the running game in the second half. You know, that was a good decision by Coach Bailey. Number one, you get to work on your running game, give guys a chance to do it. And number two, the clock keeps moving. That third quarter, how fast was that?
It was very quick.
I mean, we had the lead, the third quarter was gone.
Yep.
Fourth quarter took a little bit longer, but still, you know, it was a moving clock. even though it wasn't a moving clock, it was continually moving. So that's kind of like what Westmont likes to do. So we had 4 touchdowns tonight. We actually got stopped a few times for the first time all year. We actually had to punt the ball, and we're not used to it. That used to drive me crazy when I was special teams coach, because we would never punt. And then when it was time to punt, you had to make, people were like, punting teams like on the bench like sleeping, Then you're trying to find people. So it was pretty challenging, but Brandon does not like to punt, and we have not had to punt all year until tonight. It all started, though, with the onside kick, but the main thing was the fact that we held them. They did execute a perfect onside kick, but they weren't able to capitalize. We took the lead on Graydon Lewis's big run, 7-0. McCracken added a lot to that, total of yards in that drive. Kellen Stahl scored next on a quarterback draw. We had a big third down pass to Trevi. Lewis had a great block on that play, and Cullen on the next play went in and scored, made it 14-0. And that was 16 in a row as far as offensive possessions, but that's where it was going to end. LaRue intercepted. Lewis had a TD, made it 20-3, but it was definitely set up on LaRue's interception. And then our final touchdown was Stahl to LaRue, made it 28-3. Lewis made the extra point, and it was just a good offensive game. Defensively, we pretty much smothered the Marauders, and a lot of it came from pressure, linebacker blitzing, and pressure off the edge.
All right, so Richland on the field saluting the crowd as they usually do, and we have a treat tonight. We're in game 3, week 3, and we have not had a P.J. McGowan interview with Coach Bailey, so this will be the first one of the year. We know everybody's been looking forward to it, and I just want to say a shout out to John Daly, who's listening. Unfortunately, their game, he's one of the referee, and their crew got COVIDed out at Glendale. So,
oh really?
He's been listening all night, so we did a great job.
The crew had COVID, or the Glendale had?
Not sure. The game got postponed. He just said, or got.
It was probably one of the schools
due to COVID. So,
Claremont Township game was canceled tonight.
Yeah,
with Wimber. Wimber ended up playing North Star.
So I was hoping we were done with all of this cancellation stuff, but now we're just going to be week to week with this. It can pop up at any time. We hope our kids stay safe and everybody stays safe, and we can get over this hump. But it's one of those years again, Coach, where we don't know week to week if we're going to have a game or not have a game.
It's pretty disappointing when you get to Thursday, or find out you're not playing. But the kids' health and safety obviously takes precedent over everything.
Without doubt. I said I always dread the Richland Reminds now. I'm afraid I'm going to open it up and see that it's the game got canceled. But we've been fortunate so far. Penns Valley, gave us a game for week 1 with Somerset having COVID, and so far able to keep on schedule through weeks 2 and 3.
Wimber was going to go to Hughesville to play. And no, actually Hughesville was coming to Wimber.
Wow. And
they finally realized it was like a 200-mile trip. And they decided, well, I don't think we want to do that for a regular season game. So it's going to be interesting. Our Penns Valley game was, certainly an add-on, something very disappointed not being able to play Somerset. But Penns Valley, didn't have a game, and we ended up playing them. So at least we've had 3 games. And that's a good thing. I guess the way they're doing this, only 2 of those games is going to count. Penns Valley won't really count.
No, it won't count.
No.
It's not a game inside the Laurel Highlands. So Richland, we'll move to 3-0, 2-0 inside the Laurel Highlands. Bishop Guilfoyle falls to 1-3 or 1-2 now on the year.
Wonder if PJ's still listening. You still there, PJ?
Oh my gosh,
yeah.
He's right
Did you get any more scores?
Bedford beats Chestnut Ridge, I believe 34-10 was the final.
Okay. All right, here we go.
42-14, Cambria over Bishop Court. That's about it. But listen,
I got the moment you've been waiting for. PJ, take it away with Coach Bailey.
So, Coach, great performance. We haven't done this in a long time. Trying to remember how this works. It's a great performance. Richland's used to that aerial attack, but boy, you tore it up on the ground. What's about that?
Well, I mean, if you watch Richland long enough, you're going to know that we do what we have to do to win. We take advantage of the opportunities they present, and we had the running game going. Defensively, they're well coached. They did some things in the second half that came out in the first half and did some things that we weren't prepared for. So we just had to identify those things and adapt, and we ran the ball great all night.
Let's talk about the big thing on that scoreboard. 3 points. Your defense is just playing off the hook right now. Take us through your defense. And beginning of the year, you lost some big players on that defense last year coming into this year, and boy, it doesn't look like they missed a beat.
Yeah, I mean, Coach Ripple does a phenomenal job, and the rest of the defensive staff, and getting the guys lined up in the right position. The kids have bought in, and you saw it tonight, flying around. When you don't think on defense, it gives you the opportunity to come out and just play. And our kids are attacking, and we're really excited to watch.
It was a fun game to watch. So this lights. I haven't seen this light show yet. Were you actually breakdancing at one point on the sideline? Because was it the strobes and the black T-shirt?
Well, most of our kids are too young to remember breakdancing, but yes, I was breakdancing.
Did you wear parachute pants when you were younger?
Yeah, they were kind of, when it was cold though, they were always kind of
a little sticky. Yeah. Yes. Well, listen, you pulled it off. I'm expecting some better dance moves as the season goes. So again, thank you for everybody out there, Richland, putting a great show on for us again.
All right, thank you.
PJ, great job as usual. Coach Brandon Bailey breakdancing.
I got to go. I'm back on wheel duty.
All right. Tell Ryan, take care. All right, so Coach, we'll go ahead and wrap it up here from Hurlinger Field. Richland Rams defeat the Bishop Guilfoyle Marauders 28-3. Final thoughts?
Well, 3-0. Can't complain about that. If you want to see if you're a fan, next weekend we'll be in Bedford, and that will be a classic game. So I hope we get a good crowd there. I hope we'll be there supporting the team. And it's a great place to be on a Friday night. High school football. Great weather, great atmosphere.
And next week we will be on internet radio, so you can go to Richland Ram Football and look at their website to pick up the link. It is Marauders.com, but if you forget that, just go to Richland Ram Football. You will find the link, and you can listen to Fred, PJ, and myself. So on behalf of Fred Yanity, PJ McGowan, I'm Ed DiMartino. Thanks to Dave from RMG Sports and Tim from RMG Sports. Thank you so much, and we'll see you again next week from Bedford.